The adventure continues. Hello. It's about that time of the day. Would have got started earlier, but I've had plenty of distractions. But I've put those distractions away, and now we continue the adventure of Captain Spacebeard, the impressive spaceman who does space things in space. I need to find other words to describe him other than just saying space. Anyhow, yeah. I've been finding other things to keep me busy. Which means I keep delaying when I start the stream. It's like, I'm going to stream today. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that at like 1. An hour and a half later, I'm only just now getting started. Oh boy, oh boy. Speaking of getting started, how about we fire up the game, yeah? Where is it? It's behind several things. Ah, there it is. I've been doing so many other things, it got pushed down Steam list. Drink. Hope you've had a good day. Mine's been alright so far. I've been in a very good mood lately. Been having a good read. I don't often read a lot of things, but you know what? I found something that's just been making me smile. It's just something really fun. Been hard to put down. Alright. Right, we just got back onto the ship after talking to the lady. There it is. There's that big purple place. I believe that over... Is that over there the mansion that we landed at on the rock? I'm thinking that's where we landed before. Yeah, because that looked a lot closer, I think? I don't actually know. Wonder if anyone has anything new to say after our interaction with the lady.
Tinkering at the workbench? I used to love watching Alex work. Now I like watching you.
Thanks, Ada.
Felix, your apps are surely not gonna believe this. Guess who the villain was in this week's Virginia Yang Girl Detective? Mr. Bertie Holcomb, that toss baller!
This I gotta see. Thanks. Good to see you, boss.
You were there, Felix. You got anything new to say?
There's something kind of sad about Ambrose Manor.
So, Minnie Ambrose.
Minnie Ambrose. She's like something out of the pictures. The way she talks, the way she holds that whiskey glass. She's got, you know, presence. And charisma.
I thought you hated everything that came out of Byzantium.
That ain't a fact. Ellie's from Byzantium, and we get on just fine. Miss Ambrose ain't living in Byzantium anymore. She made her home about as far away from that place as you can get. That's gotta count for something, right? Hey, by the way, I wanted to ask you about this journal we're hunting down. What do you think is in it? Corporate secrets? Map to some buried treasure, maybe? The last will and testament of Miss Ambrose's late mother?
Probably a lot of the third, definitely some of the first, probably none of the second. But, hey, why not all three? With my luck, it'll be written in French. You know, I'm going with that. With my luck, it'll be written in French, and Minnie's gonna lose her mind.
You're talking about Max, ain't you? I heard he had a meltdown over some journal you found in Emerald Vale. Wish I was there to see it. I guess whatever's in those pages, it's for Miss Ambrose to find out. I just hope she gets some closure.
It'd be a shame if there wasn't something of value in there. What about people who weren't there?
Hey, Cap. Something ain't right here, Captain. We ought to tread carefully.
You don't say.
All this cloak and dagger for a journal? I ain't buying it.
Cloak and dagger? It seems pretty straightforward. Think there's something more to this?
Yeah, the whole thing stinks of a cover-up. I'm used to folks leaving their messes behind for all the colony to see. Hell, look at Monarch. So imagine what they'd actually be trying to hide. Captain, it's gonna be bad.
We're no strangers to corporate shenanigans, Nyoka.
I know. We've seen our fair share of awful in this colony, that's for damn sure. Alls I'm saying is, be careful. Something feels different about this one.
Well, we're gonna make planetfall soon and find out.
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Probably.
I hope we can help Miss Minnie uncover what happened to her mother. I wouldn't wish the pain of not knowing on hardly anyone.
How are you feeling about the job right now?
I don't want to be mean, Captain, but I can't help wondering if Miss Minnie is telling us the whole story about Gorgon. Her mother worked there for years and years, and she doesn't know hardly the first thing about it? It seems fishy. And in the serials, mystery's always got a twist.
What do you think this one's gonna be?
Well, Virginia Yang, that girl detective, she'd say to check your theories at the door. Just look at the facts and follow the clues. Me? I just want to fix what's been broke.
Yeah, we're gonna be on it. Sam won't have nothing to say about him, none of that.
Something on your mind?
Ellie's gonna be suspicious because she's always suspicious.
You know I've got no love for top rungers. But if Minnie's willing to pay, I say we take her money. Sure.
She's got nothing more to add
Something
than
on your
that.
mind?
Okay. Max?
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss? Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message. I've always felt caution as the best approach when...
Oh, he's just talking about... Yeah, we already had this conversation.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. What's up?
Wait a minute, was there something different at the end there? Hang on a second.
Perhaps... He sounded lost, perhaps slightly untethered from reality. A feeling I know all too well. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
Oh, right, I had this response. I thought this was maybe something different that popped up.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Alright, so some people have things to say, other people don't. Or rather, I should say, new things to say. I'm thinking we take Felix and Parvati? Wait, no, we gotta fly down there first.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
I mean, we were technically already in orbit of Gorgon, but whatever. Actually, Felix and Yoka. Don't know if I've had this combination.
This ain't a proper serial adventure without a narrator. How about this? Our intrepid heroes stepped foot on Gorgon, and in the distance, a drinking establishment beckoned.
Yeah, work on your narrator voice. Not looking... Was that, an alarm?
Please evacuate in an orderly fashion. Spacer's choice is not responsible for death, dismemberment, or blunt force trauma that may result from non-compliance.
Disable emergency evacuation notice. I wouldn't have mind leaving it on, but yeah, I'll take experience where I can get it. I like the sounds of like warning and like alert sounds. I enjoy the atmosphere they add to a place. Look around the landing pad. What is that? Looks like a mine. Legs. And our first broken leg of the day. Light work gear, grade 3. Sometimes it pays to take a look back behind things. You never know. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to completely scour this place. I'm content to check a few boxes and then start moving forward. Alright, and I picked up this pistol at the manor. I'm finally gonna see what N-ray does. N-ray damage. Probably gonna find somebody down here. I mean... Oh, look. I thought we...
I got supplies if you need them. No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
I don't know why, like, part of me figured, oh, this place was evacuated, abandoned, we're just gonna find marauders. I didn't think...
Is that what my thoughts sound like? Look, I've been standing near that alarm too long. You looking for supplies, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one round here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
I take it that evacuation alarm wasn't urgent?
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. Something to do with that scrap project Gorgon from years back. Thanks for turning it off, by the way. I'd have lost my mind if the damn thing had gone on much longer.
I'll bet. I'm impressed Spacer's Choice built something that lasted 5 years.
I thought that alarm was gonna bang on for the rest of time. The control terminal wouldn't listen to physical persuasion. I know, because even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw a man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
So this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
Another bot seller. Get the heck out of my chat, bot seller. I'd rather my chat be empty than have it sullied with such nonsense. Anyway, where are we at here? Thanks, but I can handle myself.
All right, you know you better than I do.
Damn right I do.
Just be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Oh shit, Charles from accounting is here?
Only the meanest Marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
He's welcome to try.
No, you don't get it. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
Pretty sure I've done that before.
That ain't right. Well, I warned you. If you run off and get exploded to death by a madman with a rocket launcher now, that's on you.
Since when did this game have rocket launchers? Yeah, go back to the part about the rocket launcher.
Sure, okay. He's got a rocket launcher.
How did he get a rocket launcher?
Couldn't say. He kills anyone who gets close enough to ask. Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter.
Fuck Chuck. What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
Let's see what you
Found a
got.
pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
I am the violent type, but of the shooty variety. The original brand name, Auto Unfortunato, never caught on. Alright, it's just a powerful pickaxe. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not really seeing anything I want and or need here. Everything's in good shape? Everything's in good shape. Alright, so there are coherent people on this planet. Inferno Scythe Gold. I'm taking your shit. Thank you very much. Yeah, I remember being told about the Marauders. I just didn't think there would be, like, coherent people just sort of fucking around. But it would be pretty barren if that was the case. Ship NG and receive N. Got a terminal. Spacer Choice property. Welcome user Tran D. Electricity rationing in effect. By accessing this terminal, you consent to paying 1 bit per every option selected. Good thing they don't know how to access my account. Check electricity rationing bill. Tran Dominic currently owes 9,508 bits. Would that be Dr. Tran? I'm not gonna pay Tran's bill. If I was a really good hacker, I could delete it. Shipment history. Outgoing shipments. Shipping manifest, Voyage to Terra 2. Port of discharge, Edgewater. Port of load, Gorgon. Contents, 2,000 cartons containing redacted. 3 discharged staff and 5 reassigned staff. Alert, manifest content exceeds the recommended maximum weight of this vessel. Okay. About... Turn to outgoing shipments. What's this other one? To Terra 1. Going to Stellar Bay. 100 cartons containing prototype redacted. 2 tons raw ore of redacted. 15 reassigned staff. How about incoming shipments? From the Charybdis Loop. Okay. From Tartarus. We haven't been to Tartarus. I think that's supposed to be a prison. 350 cartons containing 100 units each. Sterile injection ampules. 30 high-pressure steel cylinders containing oxygen. 25 volunteers. Volunteers, uh-huh. I'll bet. Terra 2 loop from Byzantium. 3 corporate security squads containing 3 fire teams, 500 rounds light ammunition, 2,000 rounds heavy ammunition, 1 flat containing 10 units Moonman standee? Whatever the heck that is. Messages. Gorgon internal messaging system interface. It's not the best choice, it's the only choice. Thank you for using GIMSI, your employer-sanctioned messaging system. Friendly reminder, your messages are company property. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or deletion of GIMSI content may result in early termination of your employment contract. Incoming messages. From Mostly C to Dr. Tran. Various observations on the Argosi's rate of export with a reprimand. Dr. Tran, are you aware of the concept of relativity? This is a rhetorical question. I am aware that Spacer's Choice training does not include business philosophy in its curriculum. Consider this a remedial education. Broadly, relativity is an economic idea that describes productivity in terms of a relationship. For example, from your point of view, the Argosi's, i.e. your freight depot, exports shipments at a perfectly reasonable rate. However, from the point of view of your enterprising colleague, i.e. S. Reynard, the Argosi's freight depot exports shipments at a positively pathetic rate. If a single one of your colleagues is capable of 3 times your productivity, then relative to your colleague, the Argosi freight depot is a failure. The rubric of your success is measured relative to your fastest, strongest, and most productive colleagues. Do you understand? Please take a moment to consider the contents of this message and commit them to your heart. Furthermore, please select one of the following reprimands below and append it to your permanent record. Option A. The quality of your work is unacceptably low by Spacer's Choice standards. Option B. The quality of your work is unacceptably low relative to that of your colleagues. C. By receiving an official reprimand on your permanent record, you have violated the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct, which will result in an official reprimand. Yes, how very efficient. Work fortifies the spirit. Right. Outgoing messages. Message to Reynard from Dr. Tran. Buddy, I don't understand how you manage to log 3 times the number of shipments I do out of that miserable shack you call an office. But you need to cut it the fuck out. Mostly's been poking at the Argosi ship rate numbers again, and now he started asking why Lewis and I can't pack as quickly together as you can alone. I'm thinking maybe I should tell him you're dipping into the supply of the prototype adrenatime? I don't think he'd like that, do you? Shit, maybe you are. If that's the case, well, maybe you ought to come lend me and Lewis a hand when we load up the next haul of test subject corpses. Get yourself a real good view of what Chem's wonder drug does. That can't be all they were working out here. Adrenatime? Sounds like it has a high body count. Archive message. From Velazquez to Dr. Tran. Dom, you gotta help me out. The Monarch's delivery's gone MIA, and now the big guy at corporate is messaging my personal terminal looking for answers. Not Mostly, not Goodfellow, that seersucker suit-wearing emperor from Byzantium, Bancroft. Your kid cousin still works in Cascadia, right? Do you think he could hoof it over to Stellar Bay and just, I don't know, poke around the port, see if it's there? The shipment ID's Z42ML8TXY. The transport was packed last week. I know it's a lot to ask, and you know how I feel about begging for handouts, but I swear to the law, if I looked out my door, that Bancroft guy'd be there in the street slapping a wrench against his palm like in a mob boss in one of those bootleg serials from Groundbreaker. Please, man, you know how fond I am of my kneecaps. Most people are fond of their kneecaps, except people who don't have knees. I imagine they would not be fond of their kneecaps because they don't have them. Serialized Law and Organization Guardian.
This unit reminds you that death is a prison without doors.
Alright, let's hit the shack. People leaving ammo lying around. Someone's gonna hassle me when I get in here. Maybe not.
Come here. Let's have a chat. Don't want to chat? Fine.
Now this looks like a real dive. Hey, I wonder if they got those floorboards that creak when a stranger walks in.
Been an age since I had a good trip of kale. Hope they've got it on tap.
I'm pleased that he had dialogue for me walking past him.
All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
No.
Want to run that by me again?
I said no.
Feisty one. Well, fuck you too. You're cleared to go downstairs. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place.
What did you mean when you said... What do you mean people change?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
Sounds unpleasant. What happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Okay.
Just don't ask me to dance.
I wasn't gonna. What do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
Highest caliber of what? Is he talking about guns?
Shush.
Well, I hope you look the other way just this once.
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Yeah, fuck dirt. It's everywhere. Every planet has it. What kinds of people come to the Sprat Shack?
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
What do you know about the planet? Or Gorgon, it's not really a planet, it's a big asteroid.
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Is there any other kind?
Can this colony have one research facility developing something without horrible, face-melting side effects? Is that so much to ask?
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Alright.
Watch yourself out there.
This is definitely the Sprat Shack. It's got sprats all over the place. What did I come down here for again? Pick up Lucky's trail at the shack. Alright, I guess this was my first lead. Hello.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
How generous. Whiskey, I'm feeling refined.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
Sure. Got any leads?
Even if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
You know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Well, that sounds ominous. Office of Creative Incubation?
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
I know about the severed arm, but the rest is a mystery.
You know about that? Huh. Word must travel fast around these parts. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
I hate canids. They're everywhere.
I'm an animal lover myself, but canids have temperament issues you just can't breed out. Get this, the canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
Would that be the arm I got? No, the arm I got didn't have teeth marks. At least I don't think it did. How'd you know it belonged to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne.
Oh, it was the same arm.
I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
Yeah. Why bother sending the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Where was Lucky staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Alright. So this your place?
Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge.
Does Spacer's Choice mind that you're squatting in their warehouse?
Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential.
Indeed. So Sublight owns the shack?
Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea.
Sounds perfectly reasonable.
I've seen the paperwork. Everything's in order. When I say my boss is a filthy sprat, I'm not exaggerating. See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
Hey, Sprats can be real dangerous. I once saw a Sprat cross a guy off. Well, not exactly. Guy I worked with choked on a Sprat bone while he was having his usual salt tuna for lunch.
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules.
How would you even know which Sprat is the right one?
Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase.
What happens if Ethel Gabler turns him into Spratwurst?
Never thought about that. Shit, someone could have eaten my boss. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but they say it's all above board, so that's what matters.
If you say so. Can you answer any question without starting with yes and no?
Yes. And no. Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble. And I don't want any trouble in my place.
How do you get supplies in and out?
Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony. Mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well-connected. And not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well-stocked with the essentials, by which I mean booze.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Any idea why Spacer's Choice shut Gorgon down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
Would any of your regulars have more information?
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. And I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
What's Roscoe's story?
He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him.
Why'd he get left behind?
He didn't tell me and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
Ah, poor bastard. You looking out for him?
Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own.
A generous bartender. What can you tell me about Leonora?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone.
Oh?
She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
You know if she spoke with Lucky at all?
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
Thanks for the tip.
What are friends for, eh?
Aw, we're already friends. Salvagers must be making a fortune off Gorgon.
Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open. We're just sifting through dirt.
That's gonna be me.
You got it, bub.
Bub. You don't hear people say bub all that often.
I'll set him up. You knock him back.
I don't know why I asked for a drink. I never used this stuff. Oh, she's selling some other stuff. Cat's Eye Pressure Helm. Sneak attack, damage up, hack. Helmet, some clothes. Not a whole lot else going on here. Armor mods. which are of no use to me. Alright. Let's go chat people up.
Where am I anyway? This doesn't look like Byzantium.
You sure?
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
Break it up, you two. I've heard more than enough of your shit for one day.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
All right, that's enough! This is a family establishment! You want to make a mess? You make it outside!
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
You get a lot of tavern squabbles around here?
Oh, it's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage. Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Here, here. Boys are for drinking. The poor decisions that result are better left outside.
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
Ah, it's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
What do you propose?
Would you do me a favor and weigh in as a third party? I can use an unbiased set of eyes on the problem, and an outsider like you fits the bill.
Yeah, fine, I'll give it a whirl.
Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
State your names for the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie, also a salvage freelancer, though I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
Okay. Judge Beard presiding over this court, how did you mark the claim?
I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
Your case isn't winning me over so far, Freddy.
What if I were to sweeten the deal? Say the salvage is mine, and I'll give you a share of the finder's fee.
Bullshit. That ain't fair.
Give me your story and I'll decide what's fair.
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
I like how sometimes you do have options to just not say anything. I can't think of any other game that I've played where you had dialogue options that where you didn't speak. I like that. I'll be, I have to tap the desk really loudly because the noise gate drowns it out.
Quit leading the prosecution, Hullhead. Anyway, that's my story, sir.
What mark did you leave on the salvage, Trixie?
I drew next in the dirt, with my toe.
Couldn't the Marauders have walked over it by now, or wind blown it away?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least. But that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
Well, I want to say that Freddy should have taken the stuff while it was there. He didn't have the balls to take on the Marauders. Listen, if you want to claim something vocally, you don't shout finders keepers. You say dibs. Everyone acknowledges the intergalactic dibs laws. If you say dibs, then that's a proper claim. You messed up. She put in the work. He just said it's his and then fucked off. So I want to say it's hers. Because she actually put the effort in. Can I do this? Then again, when it comes to tagging, neither of them made like a proper tag. These idiots don't know how to tag salvage. I rule in no one's favor.
That ain't no kind of fair.
He ain't even from around here, Lex.
Here's a 6-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Does this happen often?
A little too often if you ask me, but that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
Glad I could be of service.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
Oh, boss. I was hoping for a scuffle. I had a bottle ready and everything.
Smooth talking, Cap.
There will be no scuffles in my court. Let's go find people to chat up.
Groundbreaker never had bars this nice. They got balconies and everything.
The repurposed aesthetic reminds me of Fallbrook. These sublight folks really know how to overhaul a place.
Yeah, I like it. I like the vertical nature of it.
Jerome would have loved this place.
Sup?
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
I've seen things. Too many things to fully process them all.
You and me both. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive.
Depends on what you need.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
This something must be valuable.
It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Where's Jerome now?
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
That was very noble of him.
That Jerome always chose the right thing, even when it got him killed. This place is greedy. It took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
What do you think happened to him?
No point in denying it, he died on this rock. Likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it.
I can keep an eye out for it.
You'd really do that for me? Law, and I'll bet you're worth 10 of those sublight sprats. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
All right. Let me ask you something first.
Yeah?
Did you know Lucky Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary. Like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
Did he mention anything about the Gorgon research facility?
He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely.
That's a thing to offer someone to see. All right, thank you for your time.
Sure thing. My condolences if you two were close.
No. Tell me about your time on Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. I wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Be seeing you.
I heard a rumor the board is gonna shut this place down.
That'll never happen. This is a sublight bar.
So what?
They'd be pissing off a legitimate business with connections in every corner of the colony, that's what.
In that case, how about another round?
Your face is way too shiny. So is yours. I hate it when people look shiny like this. Like, unless these people have lubed themselves up, there's no... They shouldn't look like that.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Ah, who am I kidding?
Yeah, speak up. I hear you talking about me.
Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
I talked to her. She mentioned you were some kind of journalist?
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
Sounds dreadful. You seem like you're having a rough time. Can I help you out?
If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Helping out old bastards is 80% of my job. What do you need?
You know, that reminds me. I don't think you've ever actually paid me.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Why's that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
You hid them, and now you need me to get them for you. That about cover it?
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Why stash the recordings?
Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was.
You mentioned an assistant. Where are they now?
Oh, Georgie? Yeah, she helped me with interviews. A real whiz with the portable recorder tech, too. When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship off Gorgon. With any luck, she's safe and comfortable in Byzantium. She tried every which way to stay, but it was my contract keeping us here, not hers. Didn't seem fair she'd have to suffer just because I made a bad deal.
Why not just forget the contract and leave?
Oh, I've tried, make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks, but the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders just to fulfill a line item on a contract.
Yeah, well, it's your lucky day. I'll get those recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Why there?
Seems like a good idea at the time. Someone had started a fire, folks were shooting other folks. It was a madhouse.
Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
You ran all over Gorgon just to hide your recordings?
Didn't have much of a choice. The primals had gotten loose, couple of them were chasing me. The recordings just ended up wherever I hid.
Alright, easy enough. The others?
The final one is in Human Inquiry and Auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in Observation Room B.
The observation room? Wouldn't someone have seen you?
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Yep, got it. I'll let you know if I find anything.
That's more than I've been able to hope for in years. Thank you.
Ah, boy.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping where.
Well, those were the only people on note to speak of. Or speak to, rather.
What have you got there?
Adrenatime, I think. I found some in an old busted crate.
Ah, Lucky's room. Alright, you screwballs get in here. Okay, that's super locked, not getting in there. Just had himself a workbench. Requires code to unlock. Day 1. Spacer's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on their way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than a top-runger safe. Time to do some digging. Day 6. Got a break today. Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Spacer's Choice. Sold me a key to the Office of Creative Incubation. Let's just say this guy's about as lucid as a sprat in a Rizzo's factory, but I'm spending Minnie's bits, so I can't afford to take a chance. Day 7. It worked. Clarence mostly. Whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Day 10. Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center. The bad news, it's sealed up and at the ass end of the canyon. The good news is I should be able to open it from the Big Wig's admin terminal in OCI. Day 13. OCI is crawling with marauders, and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe, combo 4815. Carefully preserved eyeball.
Hey, marble! Oh, wait. Nope, that's a human eyeball.
I really hope this ain't a sign of things to come.
It can only get worse from here. Wonder what's in there. Okay, well.
Someone's in here. Hold on. It's coming back up again.
What's wrong, buddy?
I'm all right. That last one really emptied my guts. No, wait. Here comes more.
Good luck. Well, our business here is concluded. Let's head out. Ugh. So we got ourselves an eyeball. Let me take a look at that. Why is there a carefully preserved eyeball? Is that the key? I'm guessing we're using that to get into the place.
I've eaten my fair share of tarot eyes, but I'm still gonna come out and say it. This mission is gross.
Who knew what darkness lurked in the heart of Gorgon? Captain Hawthorne and his crew were about to find out.
Alright, let's make sure there's nothing else in the area before I go wandering off. The electric fling, there's something over there. Yeah, this place has got a bit more width to it, I feel. Suppose we're...
This place is starting to remind me of home.
This place reminds me of every place I've seen since I woke up. Run down, messy, garbage everywhere.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
Okay.
Have a better than natural day.
No computer in here or nothing that I can... I'm not gonna kick the robot. Ooh, this one's got a high lock.
Damn, you got some nimble fingers, Captain.
There's just ammo in there. But, again, I got experience. I won't complain about experience. Ugh. Which quest was this? Hang on. Electric fling... Alright, the... One of the phonographs is up there. Here, I jump jump up on top of this thing, and maybe jump over the fence. That's not gonna work. Alright, well, we're not going there yet. What a shame. Oh geez, our Marauder's right over there.
Here we go.
Where did he come from? That was cool. It was really neat how a guy just sort of popped up right there. Very interesting. Very interesting. There's probably somebody over there who ran up to me.
I've eaten my fair share of tarot eyes, but I'm still gonna come out and say it. This mission is gross.
Who knew what darkness lurked in the heart of Gorgon? Captain
It's been a
Hawthorne
while
and his
since I
crew
died.
We're about to find out.
Still annoyed.
Something made a mess of this place. Watch your back, boss.
Nicely done.
Yeah, there are other guys over there.
Nobody messes with...
Okay, so N-Ray causes people to turn to ash, and I don't really know what it... I couldn't really tell what it was doing. I just have no idea what the N-Ray effect is.
Learn him. Yeah, now that was fun.
So what am I gonna do with this place? Am I gonna have to cut the power? Does the quest say anything about this? No. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to keep our eyes open. Or maybe we'll find another way up there. Oh yeah, looks like there's a bridge heading up that way. Okay, so this is just the way down. Not supposed to take it up. Gotcha. Well, what's first on our path? I guess we just follow the canyon. There's really only one way to go. Well, so far, this place is just very purple. I guess we can head up here. Might as well. Now, speaking of space, I saw that Star Sector finally got an update a couple of days ago. And just when I was heavily testing the game with mods, too, and I was thinking, once I finish one of these games, I was going to stream it, and now all the mods have to be verified to work with the new version. Ah, what wonderful timing. But yeah, it definitely is exciting. It's probably going to take me a while to get through the games I'm playing, but the moment I do, maybe I'll...
Heads down.
I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I've come to the conclusion that while my computer can technically play Star Sector with so many mods installed, it's not really a good idea still, because things happen and it's not perfect.
Ugh. We shipping some sulfur, and it'll be like I'm back home.
What happened to all these people? Not like they had anywhere to go.
Nice work!
Oh, I understand what N-Ray does now, seeing that guy... Okay, it's like poison. It's like a damage over time kind of deal. That's why it does less, like, shot damage. It's damage over time. Okay, well, I figured it would be something a bit more interesting than that, but... alright. Again, did I just pick up, like, a better quality revolver? I did. Fuck it, return of the revolver. Been using these energy weapons for far too long, now for a real weapon. I don't know why I did that. Damn it, I did the fucking Dwarf Fortress, not Dwarf Fortress, Deep Rock thing. I wanted to throw a flare. That's not how it works. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it's Jerome's journal. Day 0. Ship just left. Law bless it for getting Leonora off this blasted rock. Etheridge called me a fool for giving her my ticket, but Etheridge is a dumbass, so what does he know? I'd do it again in a second. From now on, my only goal is survival until Spacer's Choice comes back for the rest of us. No, my heart, I will find my way home to you. No, excuse me. Day 1. Some of us sheltered in the mines last night, taking turns keeping watch. I don't care to imagine what happened to the others who aren't here. I can hear marauders screaming in the hills. Day 2. Used a little Adrena time today. Not much, just enough to stay alert. Lucky I did, or we wouldn't have heard those mantisaurs coming in time to get the hell out of there. Going to search out a different cavern to shelter in tomorrow. Day 3. Mine's not safe. Law damn it. Shouldn't have gone in there in the first place. I think we were exposed to something in the air, maybe. Day 5. Most of us made it over to the apartments. We're packed in here like Saltuna for now, but hopefully we can get a few more units barricaded and sealed up tight. Make them safe so we can spread out a little more. Day 6. Went by Elle's and my old apartment while hunting for supplies and stashed the flasks she gave me on the day we signed our marriage contract. Just in case something happens and she comes looking. Maybe she'll find it. Even if she doesn't find, well... that's if some shiftless looter doesn't find it first. Day 7. Carlson's been short with everyone today. Carlson... most days you could drop a flange wrench on her foot and that woman would apologize for being in the way, but for a minute there I really thought she was going to stab Simon. Day 8. Ambushed by marauders in the night. Had to use Adrena time again to keep awake. Sorry, Al, I didn't have much choice. Even with the Adrena time, I almost can't believe I outlasted them. Next time, maybe best not to think about next time. Day 15. Starting to think we're spaced, but can't think like that. Gonna get back to you, Leonora, I swear. I miss you like breathing. Low on Adrena time, gonna go look for more. Day 22. Elle, just gotta get back to Elle. Day 34. Etheridge stole my mock apple, that void-forsaken sprat sack. I want to unzip his arms off and beat him with them. I could do it. He sleeps. So weak, so stupid. Stupid Etheridge. Day 42. Where in the system is Spacer's Choice? Where are those blasted ships they promised they'd send for us? Did they forget we're here? Makes a man wonder. All my loyalty, and for what? Only loyal to L now. Day 46. Maybe they abandoned us. It's on purpose. I know it. On purpose. They left us here to die. They left us here to die. Day 49. If Etheridge steals what's mine again, I'll end him. Day L. Lots of L. Day question mark? How long does it take to send help? How long, how long? Come back and face us, you cowards. Spacers cowards. Day question mark plus. I feel sick. BC trying to picture L's face. I can't anymore. Forgive me, L. Etheridge dead. Deserved it. Day... Oh, day... L. Well. Adrena time is... Or at least whatever the Adrena time they were working on here was fucking with people's heads. Or just breaking them down. Don't sound good. Something tucked away back here. Auto-mag pistol. Hey, is that a new tossball stick for Felix? Yeah, it's a new tossball stick for Felix. There you go. I was meaning to get you a new one. Yep. Hit Corporate Commander. Only a couple of Marauders so far. Mentioned stashing the flask in Leonore's old apartment. Turns out Gorgon was not kind to him. Hey, hang on a minute. It's there? That didn't look like an... Maybe guess it was an apartment? I thought it was a... Oh, wait a minute, this is a completely... Oh, I see, this right next to this little complex here. I didn't even look at it. Letter from Edgewater, 1 of 3. Dear Cousin Dan, Reed Thompson started doling out Adrena time to a select few of us. And guess who got his hands on the first batch? Isn't that the drug you're working on? Had my dosage this morning and worked straight through lunch. The guy who cleans Saltuna across from me is pulling his second shift, and now he's due for a 2-bit raise. You should see what he can do with a scaling knife. Don't forget to write back. Maybe get me the Moon Man's autograph when you got a minute to spare? Dear Cousin Dan, Adrena time really leaves you wanting more, doesn't it? We got through the first batch fast, but lo and behold, Reed gave us more, in recognition of our exemplary work ethic and unwavering brand loyalty. How about that? Still no letter from you? I've been feeling a tad queasy lately, but I'm sure a little Adrena time is just what I need to shake it off. Write me back. How are the sunsets on Gorgon? Do you get sunsets? Cousin Dan. Reed stopped giving out the stuff. Aw, damn it. If I can't get adrenatime from him, that makes you my only source. Don't you fucking string me along. Can't work, can't sleep, can't even think straight. Give it over. Send me everything you've got, now. Please. Also, are they hiring? Didn't hear anything about this on Edgewater. Probably not supposed to talk about it. I smell... Yeah, there's definitely a cover-up going on here. As if there was any doubt. But no, it sounds like the effects weren't confined here to Gorgon. Speaking of Edgewater, I realized... I was talking with my dad, who played the game. And he told me... Actually, was it him or was it somebody else? No, it was him. He figured out every one of these planets that we've been to has, like, a third, like, better option that I didn't realize. Like, I first kind of realized it with, Monarch. But it was only talking to him that I realized that I didn't get the best ending for Edgewater. Turns out you had to do something kind of indirect in order to get that I hadn't even considered. So, yeah, I'm gonna look forward to a terrible ending for that planet, I guess. The engraving reads, Jerome, cheers to the beginning of forever. Love, Leonora. It smells of decent whiskey, cheap cologne, and old cigarettes. Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Spratt, I gotta do a search.
This is my second month on adrenatime. It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately. Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
Perhaps I don't. Especially if you're getting all twitchy and out of your mind. Gotta get away from those chittering sprats. Alright, well, let's head up this way first. Yep. Dirty shower. Oh shit, Marauders.
Here we go. Coolhouse good now. Get.
Ah, it feels good to be properly armed again.
Score one for Felix.
It's good to have a proper gun in my hands. I'm tired of hearing these sprats. Shut up. Not overtly impressed by this planet so far, I gotta say.
I heard stories about Spacer's Choice running some old operation out on an asteroid. Never imagined I'd see it for my own self.
I see Monarch ain't the only pet project the board's willing to abandon.
The board's willing to abandon a lot of shit. Now, what was it about, Edgewater that I had to do differently? Yeah, I remember what he told me now. The way you're supposed to get the best ending for Edgewater, and the, like, whatever the other place was called with the greenhouse. Oh, they drew, like, faces on it. Basically, you were supposed to give the... You were supposed to give the whatchamacallit, the thing you were supposed to take... You were supposed to redirect power from one place or the other, and then take the power regulator thing or whatever it was. I diverted power to the greenhouse, but in order to get the best ending, you have to divert power to Edgewater, and then you have to go and talk to the lady who you didn't give power to, and she's like, well, what the hell do we do now? And it's like, can I convince you to go back? And then she's like, there's no way I can do that with the guy who's currently in charge. So what you're supposed to do is divert power to them, and then ask her how you could convince her to go back. And the only way to do that is to then convince the guy in charge of Edgewater, I can't remember his name either, to leave voluntarily. And then she would show up and take over and apparently run the place better. That way everyone wins. Now how the heck was I supposed to know that was the right idea?
I love the ambiance here.
Birdie's research site. It's too late to go back and change things. Unless maybe there was some option for convincing him to collaborate with her and her people? Somehow I suspect that wouldn't work. Birdie. Law damn it, Birdie, what'd I tell you about pestering Maurice? He's not interested. If you scare him off the project, you're gone. I don't care if you're my kid sister. We need his research. We don't need you. Got it? Good. I took a look at the preliminary schedule you sent over. You got all the tasks tracked, but the timing is off. For one thing, you have me finishing the metal casings fabrication after the package is supposed to be complete. Find me at my workstation in the mines near OCI when you get off shift. I'll go over the rest of my criticisms in person. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Gil. P.S. How long we do have to keep saying that? It's ridiculous. I guess you could take that as a typo from him, or was that an intentional typo? Or Yeah, those words were supposed to be in different spots. That really confused me. The Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior Issue 3. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in felt tip on the comic spine is the word "and." After pacifying the Canid threat, rejuvenated hero Archibald Excelsior is deployed to the subterranean metropolis of Hephaestus to quell the rise of supervillainous a cappella band. Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't misreading that. To quell the rise of supervillainous a cappella band, the Sprat Pack. When a new foe arrives to stop him, I can speak. Ugh. Buff Hardman. Buff Hardman. I love it. Buff Hardman. That's great. Buff Hardman, acquisitions agent of Super Dark Reclamation, will stop at nothing to acquire Hephaestus Mining's productive corporate enclave for his shadowy shipping concern. When Excelsior interferes with Hardman's plans to mind control the Sprat Pack, Hardman turns to his dastardly mind control ray on Excelsior. Will our mustachioed hero free his mind from Hardman's power? With his newly healed heart intact? I'm a very slow reader. If I start reading fast, I just start tripping over my words. I just can't do it. I just can't read fast. It's just not something I can do. I'm gonna try, damn it, but just not good. And the usual things on the walls. Read these papers? Nope. Where did I even enter this place? I'm having like a brain fart right now. Like, I don't even remember how I got in here. I didn't even take any Adrena time and my head's already getting messed with. Fucking hell. Okay, I thought I'd went to the cave first before I went to the building. Alright. Didn't look like there was anything else in there. Did I check this little shack first? Yes, I did. Damn, my brain just suddenly left my head. Like, what the hell? Hmm. I was about to ask, don't these guys look like they're moving a little too fast? It's because they're all hopped up on Adrena time. Of course, duh. Have I mentioned that I'm really happy to have a revolver again? Because I'm very happy to have a revolver again. What? Anyway, level up. What was I doing just now? Right, I was piling everything into persuasion. It's what I'm good at. And I got a perk. What am I gonna put this perk into? Whenever you're affected by a harmful combat effect, your damage you deal is increased. I kind of like the sound of that one. There's no ranged improvised weapons, so that perk's useless to me. Subsequent attacks made while in time dilation. I'm not in time dilation all the time, so Your next attack after killing an enemy is guaranteed critical hit. That sounds nice. Ranged weapons sway, movement penalty, accuracy. That one... Steady hand, I'm taking it. Steady hand for the gunslinger. I need a key to getting in there. Okay. I forget, do I get that key from somewhere else? Which building is this again? Human Inquiry and Auditing. Alright. I'm guessing the key isn't going to be around here and I have to go somewhere else first. Just gotta remember to come back. Stuff in the crates. Nothing super valuable. Yeah. There was once a time where I would just comb over places, like when I was younger, I would never leave anything behind. I would pick stuff up, like everything up that you could pick up. No matter how worthless it might have been. These days it's just like, eh. Grab a few things, definitely grab the valuable stuff, otherwise, eh. I can't be bothered to pick everything up these days. You don't often get into a fully enclosed elevator. They're usually those just platforms. Whatever was in that body just kind of disappeared after a second there. Pick cartridge, key, money, money, money. Turn that off. Alright. Gate open. Sweet. HIA facility rear exterior. Okay, that was the back. Was that the sealed door that wouldn't open? I guess I just came down here to open up the path out. Then again, I'm probably not going to leave here on foot. Or at least not come back through here. I don't know what's going to happen. I guess it's just nice to have it open. Yep. I'm going to check that place in the back again. Oh, safe. I have to hop over that rice, jeez.
Damn, you got some nimble fingers, Captain.
Something about that laboratory outfit somehow looked different. Okay, no, I was thinking of like the blue, like almost quilted looking ones. I forgot that they were just plain white uniforms. Gotcha. Alright, let's hop in here. I'm gonna check this place.
One down.
Tired of hearing them just squeaking. Shut up. Alright, so we can use a key for the front door, but the back door is just completely sealed. Maybe there's a key in here. I should do another once over of the place. Nah. Maybe not. It's so dark, too. Alright, well, we gotta go find a key somewhere else then. Ah, gee, already been an hour and a half, huh? Yeah, aside from the Marauders, this place doesn't seem that dangerous. I mean, they're a bit fast, but... Trying to decide if this planet's worse than Monarch or not. And again, every planet has all the same hazards on it. The only difference with this planet is that the hazards are faster. Transmission Tower Alpha. This place is looking a little moist. Just a little bit moist. What do we got in here? Quitting time. We've been through a lot together, old friend, but they blared the evacuation order. Guess that's the end of Gorgon. For the record, you're my favorite comms tower in the whole system. I'll never forget you. Love, Technician number 13, junior grade. Well, shit. Fancy seeing me here. The last escape shuttle left a few of us in the dust. Never seen anyone lift off in such a hurry. We scattered like roaches. It's every man and woman for themselves now. You're still up and running, I see. Looks like only one employee left with their tracker flipped on. What a rube. Signing off for good this time. You take care of yourself, Comms Tower. Don't forget to stand up straight like I taught you. Yeah, Parvati ain't the only one going around talking to her machines. I find myself once again struggling for things to talk about other than commenting on the game. I guess it was too much to hope that after a year of streaming I would have gotten better at finding stuff to talk about. It was one of my hopes that I would, you know, become a better speaker, but that's just not happening. At times I even wonder if I'm getting worse. Just some people ain't got that ability to talk good. It's why I like putting all my points into speech and persuasion and stuff like that. Because that's what I want to be. Suppose I could talk about that visual novel I've been going through recently. That's what I meant when I said I had some reading material that had me ensnared. I don't go through a lot of visual novels. In fact, I can't remember the last time I picked one up, but I stumbled into this one, and it's like, huh. Alright, hold on. There's a fight ahead. We'll continue this discussion in a moment. See that one over there. My time dilation get longer? I almost emptied the whole revolver into those guys before it started draining. Okay, what's this? Okay, that's the way down there, I suppose. Yeah, we kind of skipped going through the whole canyon. Wonder what's over there. Clearly the canyon veers off that way. Wonder what that's about. I wonder what those circles are. Those... maybe these things? They look circular. Yeah, we don't need no checkpoint card. We got this.
Making it look easy.
Ooh. That's a lot of saves for a checkpoint. Ooh. That's a pistol with a name right there. Contraband. It's got a whisper quiet muzzler. Firing noise 90%. Did you know corporate security officers can seize your property simply by asserting it's been used in a crime? It's not theft, it's civil asset forfeiture. I wonder, I've never used a weapon that's got a silencer on it. Is it actually quieter? Ooh. That is a lovely Yeah, there's some pretty good silencer sounds out there. There's like the classics, but this one's pretty good. I like that sound. That's a good silencer sound. Is it realistic? Probably not, but who cares? It sounds cool. I'm keeping my revolver though. Hey, what's in these? I don't know why I always get excited when I see something locked that I can open. It's always just going to be ammo and maybe just some bits and stuff. I always react like I'm going to find something special. Hell, the only special thing in this whole shack was a unique gun that was just sitting out on this little like desk table thing. I guess you did have to unlock something in order to get in there, but I just cannot find a comfortable spot to sit in today. Or comfortable posture, as it were. Bleh. Another locked door. Every time I want to start talking, things start happening. I don't know how like other streamers do it. I guess it's the fact that I'm not used to talking and I'm always used to quieting up whenever, like, you know, things are noisy. But dealer's stash keycard. Okay, hold on a minute. Letter from Frida Weber. Officer Olson, I'd like to follow up with you regarding yesterday's chat. Now, this could be a whole mess, or this could be something we resolve quietly, to the mutual benefit of both parties. Here's what I'm going to do. I've enclosed the key that unlocks a safe you'll find behind a wall panel in my room, in which I most certainly do not store the stockpile of adrenatime some hellhead tipped you off about. Maybe some of that supply, which again I must stress does not exist, goes missing from time to time. It happens. There's quite a lot of it, and who's to say I count doses that carefully? I get new deliveries in all the time. It's perfectly legal. Non-adrenatime related business provides a valuable service to my customers who benefit immensely from a product otherwise tied up in too much legal red tape like testing phases and human safety. Should my operation be permitted to continue as before, I'd ask that you hold onto the enclosed key for safekeeping. I think that would prevent any future issues between the two of us, don't you? Kindest regards, Frida Weber. Such obvious speak for contraband. I like it when a game doesn't immediately quiet up when I click outside the screen. It is kind of nice to have things going on. I just wanted to look at something real quick. Alright, just a quick little distraction. Anyway, yeah, I'm just not used to talking. I want to talk more. Anyway, I was going to talk about the visual novel I was reading. Yeah, it's called Sonata of Fire. And at first I wondered if I should even check it out because it's based on... It's a fan VN for Ruby, or RWBY, that thing Rooster Teeth made when they decided they wanted to make something original instead of just red versus blue all the time. I don't even know if they make anything else other... Those are the only two things I know they've made. And of the two of them, I've only seen red versus blue. I haven't seen the most recent seasons. I've been told that they aren't great. But, and again, I find more things to read, thus my discussion is put on a shelf. Log Weber investigation close. Oh, we just read a note about this. Following additional questioning, Frida Weber cleared of all suspicion. No further investigation needed. Additionally, all future allegations against Weber are to be forwarded to Ann Olson, who will handle them personally. Other notes from today. Called to Chem Lab to investigate suspicious noise. Removed half of one test subject from outflow pipe. I get the distinct impression Officer Olson took Weber up on her offer. Changes to keycard protocol. New lost keycard protocol. Log the loss, include date, time, and the card user before printing a new card at this terminal. New protocol should prevent Olson from having to print Carter a new card. Again. Passcode, get it together, Carter. Allegations against Weber. Received tip that Frida Weber may be engaging in company-prohibited activity. Alleged distribution of test product. Questioned Weber at her domicile. Further investigation required. Other notes from today. Flagged 2 crates of 0G brew shipped in from Terra 2. Shipment ID 204I. Bottles concealed subversive propaganda. Destroyed propaganda immediately. 0G brew has been cleared for transport to Office of Creative Incubation Cafeteria. Lucky bastards. Print new keycards. Enter passcode to get it together, Carter. I guess if I did the hack, I would have gotten a little experience. I wonder if passcode would have worked. I was hoping I could try passcode too and maybe get a different keycard. Anyway. Yeah, so I found a fan-made visual novel based off of Rooster Teeth's other, original work. And at first I thought, should I even look at this? I don't even know the original material, but then I remembered, hang on a minute, most of the stuff that I've been watching and looking into recently is like abridged series stuff, which is all not the original material. I swear, over half of the anime I've seen has been in an abridged form. And that's not a fucking joke. I am more inclined to watch other people take somebody else's work and mess with it for their own projects than to actually check out the original release itself. I don't know how this happened. I am way quicker to check out fan works than I am to actually check out the base material. That's just how I function. That's just what I look for nowadays. Let's focus on going towards the markers we have before we go down that way. So yeah, in the end I decided to check it out. And I gotta say, I'm glad I did. I know I've learned a bit about that world, and it's just really amusing. I've had a smile on my face throughout the whole thing. I can tell that it was written with a lot of love. In fact, it's so well written, and the way it's laid out, like all the people you can meet and chat up, and it's like it's very much a work in progress thing. There's all the nearly all the backgrounds are placeholder images. Like, the initial event at the start is a placeholder image. There's a whole bunch of placeholder text for a bunch of places that should have events when you're at the academy. So there's clearly a lot of work that needs to be done. But apparently, like, the main story of it is actually completely done. It's just...
I hear you're into Graham's philosophist hogwash, Felix.
Damn you people.
Yeah, if by philosophist hogwash you mean the virtues of enlightened anarchy.
Organization separates us from the animals. You ever seen a rat lay plumbing? You see sprats running around building roads? Maybe the folks we have at the top ain't exactly leadership material, but if we tore the whole thing down, we'd be kings and queens of a wasteland.
Correction? Kings and queens of an awesome wasteland.
I'll take toilets over freedom any day of the week.
Honestly, we could live without toilets, but what about toilet paper? Yeah, see, I wouldn't mind taking a shit in the woods, but if I've got nothing to wipe my ass with, that would be a problem. So yeah, despite being very much a work in progress and filled with placeholder stuff, the main story is all there, and it's just loads of fun. It's just been really amusing. I've actually laughed out loud. I don't really laugh a lot. Again, I'm a quiet person. I don't usually vocalize. So when something makes me genuinely laugh, I know I found something really good. My favorite moment so far was there's an exhibition match between the hunters at the academy, and the way it ends was just... I was nearly I wanted to just sort of just slide out of my chair while I was laughing. It just had me. It just completely had me, that moment. And as, you know, because I haven't seen the original work, I don't know, you know, how well, like, the actual, characters from the show are written in comparison, how well they match up. And honestly, I don't care. It's a lot of fun. It's got, like, a battle system in it, but it's very underutilized. It's very plain. Ah, shit, I wasn't gonna go that way. It's very underutilized. There's even, like, some mechanics that are introduced, like, in the prologue that are immediately forgotten about. You have to... It's like one of those ones where you have, like, you have to pick, you know, you have to manage your time, who you meet, how you spend your time. And the battle system pops up so much, I wonder if there's even a point training, like, my stats up, because, like, there's barely any actual fights that you get into. Or most of the ones that do happen are, like, done in text. So it does seem underutilized and as a result kind of pointless. Ooh, big skeleton. Oh hey, non-hostile peeps down there. I'll have to go give them a chat. So yeah, other than the very underutilized, you know, turn-based combat system, which I understand, I think I understand why it's put there. You've got like you got a thing based off of a series that probably has lots of cool fights in it. Like the main character's got a fucking gun scythe that looks pretty cool. I imagine there's a lot of fun battles that happen, but it just doesn't translate well into a visual novel, like turn-based format, or at least not at the level of quality. It's not like the most amazing visual quality in the visual of this visual novel, but it does its job. It just doesn't convey action very well, especially when you've got a very plain system. And again, honestly, that's the only part of it that I think isn't that well made. The rest of it is it's just very nicely written. It's very amusing stuff. Sonata of Fire, highly recommended. I'd recommend it to anybody, whether you're familiar with Ruby or not. Doubt anyone's gonna hear my opinion on this. I don't even think anyone's watching right now, but fuck it, maybe somebody will hear about it and think, hey, I like that series. I want to check it out. Hey, look, we found dogs. Oh shit, very fast dogs.
That's the last of them.
Oh man, are even the animals getting into the Adrena time? Are they also test subjects, maybe? Hmm. And it does have me interested in checking out the source material. Like, I remember hearing about it, and I thought, oh, Rooster Teeth's making, like, an original work. That's cool. I should check that out sometime. Fast forward to now, and I never did. As we already covered, I am very slow when it comes to checking out, like, when it's something to watch. Like, when it's a game, that's another matter. I play games all the time. But when it comes to watching things or reading, I'm just so slow. I say I want to watch something and it takes forever to get around to it. Although I do now wonder if I should check out the source material, because the only things I've really heard about it over the years was that it kind of started good, and then I think some people... Who was it? Like, I guess Monty Ohm was the writer, and he doesn't work at Rooster Teeth anymore. Like, he left. Maybe that was the point where I started hearing people say that it wasn't good anymore. Because, like, new people took over and they were fucking it up. I don't know the details. All I know is that every time it's come up in discussion, I hear people say that it just kind of went meh. Shit. Oh, it wasn't a concussion one, thank you. Concussion ones are just super annoying. Then again, what is it with Rooster Teeth and their stuff? Like, was he like the best writer they had? Because it's where because it's not just their original project. Also, Red vs. Blue, I'm told, like, the most recent season was just bleh. Then again, the last one I saw, not whatever season is currently or most recently ran, but, like, I think the one before that, I forget what it was called. It was the one where they were, like, I think wrapping up, like, some loose ends with the freelancer stuff. It was the one that had the episode with the flashbacks where they were, like, the Red and Blue team were just, like, on a planet taking a vacation, just... And there was, like, flashbacks to them goofing off. There was, like, a brief bit of time travel involved where I think Caboose was, like, talking to Church from the past because Church has been dead for, like a two seasons now. Or, like, for several seasons now. Are they doing what else are they doing? Is it just those two things? Fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna look that up right now. Does Rooster Teeth do anything else right now? Rooster Teeth. What do they make? Red vs. Blue, Ruby, Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures. Looks like Simple Thing, Camp, Genlock. I haven't heard of any of these. Alright, I guess there's some other things around here. Mostly stuff I think I've heard of some of this. I guess those are the only, like, two big projects that I recognize ever hearing about. Where am I? Oh, this is elevator. Looks like this elevator goes to a dead end. Let's check what's up here first. There's 2 phonographs. Or wait, no, there's 1 phonograph. No, there's 2 phonographs right here. Right here in this little area. Yep. Hey, Ruby must have gotten big for a while, because I just remembered they had, like, a crossover with, like, what was it, BlazBlue? That I don't know anything about those games, but, like, I don't really play fighting games, but they got, like, their characters into that. Must have been big enough to warrant a crossover. I just don't know. Suppose I ought to educate myself and see for myself. Now that I've finally jump-started an interest in it. Anyway, final report. To the co-worker who finds this. Given you're reading this, I am likely dead. I'm very sorry about that. I'm also sorry Spacer's Choice had to send someone else to finish my assignment. As of the moment I'm writing this, Charles Novak still possesses the express mail delivery prototype. I believe he's gone entirely mad, as he has abandoned his apartment and taken up with a group of marauders not far from here. Charles no longer recognizes me. He can't even recognize the Spacer's Choice jingle. When I sang it for him to try to coax him into a calmer state, he shot me in the arm. If you're here to retrieve the prototype, here is what you should know. The prototype remains intact. The prototype has been modified to simultaneously fire multiple projectiles. and the original package housing chamber appears to have been replaced with an explosive payload. Please know that I did not sanction these modifications, nor do I approve of setting fire to company correspondence. Charles' depravity knows no bounds. The original prototype was only intended to deliver packages more quickly, nothing more, and I'd sooner die than see it used for violence. To that end, I'm going to try to recover the prototype from Charles. Should I fail, please remember me fondly despite my incompetence. Faithfully, Diane Schutt. Damn, these critters are annoying. I'm getting sick of hearing sprat sounds, I tell you. Gotta remove points from this game. You know, it's a solid enough game, but they don't do reflections. Wait a minute. But wait a minute. You can only see a reflection from this angle? Look at how blurry they are when they're... Oh. Look at how blurry people show up in the mirror. What the fuck? So you only see reflections if you look at it from a very sharp angle, and people only appear as like shadow blurs. That may be some of the worst mirror reflection I have ever seen. It'd be an opportunity to actually see your character outside of the menu. Ooh. Like a hole in the wall there. Now that I think about it, this place doesn't actually seem all that big. Look at how far I've traveled. And again, it's only been 2 hours. I imagine we're probably only going to get another stream or two out of this place, unless any of the interior locations that I haven't been able to get into yet are longer.
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrena Time. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrena Time will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
I'm a little annoyed we found part 2 first, but what can you do? Maybe part 1 is the one over there. I didn't mean to press that, but... I can't get into any more of these. Oh, that's just gonna invisible wall me. I can go over the railing, but I can't imagine. Hold on, let me try it. I'm used to this game throwing some stupid invisible walls at me. No, it will let me up here. I've hit some dumb invisible walls, so I just thought there was gonna be one there. I wanted to spare myself the disappointment.
Messes with you, boss.
Good aim. Good aim. I am gamer. Office of Creative Incubation. It's sealed. Why is it sealed? Isn't this the main place I was supposed to go to? You found an eyeball in Lucky's room. According to his notes, the administrative terminal in OC... Wait a minute. The administrative terminal in OCI should unseal the way. Okay, the eyeball grants access, but... Well, the marker is down there, so I guess the office goes down to the canyon floor. I suppose that's what's up. Alright then. Well, I guess we have to go down to get in. Fine. And there was an elevator. You know what? Let's take the elevator here, go down here, check this area out, then come back up this way. And then before we go in there, we'll come up and check this area and look at the canyon that we kind of passed over in here. And then we'll come back and then we'll go in there. Do a little more exploring. I suppose I should check what's over here before I head on down.
Felix, overheard you listening to Tossball. You a fan?
Am I a fan, she asks. I've been a fan since the Rangers won the Tripicale Crown.
Right. Explain something to me. What the hell is the point of the six-pack?
Oh, it's easy. See, the six-back protects the fourth back from the eighth back. You want to think of the six-back as your 12th line of defense, yeah? Unless, and this is important, the game's in the third half. In that case, a good six-back knows how to pivot toward defense in case the other team runs the field.
I'm even more confused now. I'm just gonna turn my brain off and try to enjoy it.
Also the slogan of the Anti-Cleo Darlings.
That's pretty much what I do whenever I'm visiting the folks during football season. I don't watch a lot of sports. Halt. The passage is exclusive to members of the Secret Society of Super Science Sidekicks. To gain access to this sacred sanctum, you must prove you are a true and worthy fan of the inimitable, inestimable, incomparable. That first word is strong. Inimitable. The fuck kind of word is that? Hold on, I gotta do some on-the-spot research again. Second result. So good or unusual as to be impossible to copy. Okay. I have learned a word today. I haven't learned how to pronounce it. Actually, no, it actually should probably say here. No, I had it. Inimitable. Okay. I don't know how you're supposed to say that at normal speed. Alright. In Archibald Excelsior, we've been seeing something about comics. Incomparable Ace Exterminator Archibald Excelsior. Interested? Find us at the following locations and demonstrate your worth. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior. Maurice Walton, SMC Observatory, Virgil Sharp, Gorgon Mines, Birdie Sharp, HIA Maintenance Entrance, and Eustace Kim Waste Processing Ravine. Oh, is this what the comics are for? If there's like a quiz involved. Oh, right! The comic we picked up had a word written on the spine. Okay, that's the clues. Gotcha. Thank you for using Gimsy, your employee-sanctioned messaging system. Friendly reminder... Oh, yeah, right, that's just a company disclaimer. To those who came after or before, whatever that said. From Walton M to S5 Hideout. Gorgon's gone to hell, and we don't expect it to come back. So the Secret Society of Super Science Sidekicks are shipping out while there's still ships to catch. And we're leaving our replica PET behind. I can't say it's what we wanted, not after all the shit we churned through to make it. But it's what our fearless leader, the indomitable Archibald Excelsior, would have asked of us. So they're like super fans of a comic book character, and okay. Now, if you're reading this, that means you're a scavenger. Scavenging takes daring, gumption, and a dash of rank. Reckless stupidity. Just the kind of qualities Archibald's been known to prize, and just the kind of person worthy of our pet. The best and only prototype pest extermination truncheon in all of Halcyon. If you want it, friend. If you want it, it's yours, friend. All you gotta do is bring enough rupees. Pass our test and prove yourself a true fan of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator. Law speed, and good luck. I don't even have the option to take the test. I have to find the clues first. Where's the fun in that? I guess they really wanted to make a quest out of it, and they didn't want you to just hack the door open. What do they have against hackers, man? I am in a cave. Alright. Well, I was going to go the other way and go down that elevator, check out that dead-end area, but seeing as how I'm already down here, I may as well keep going. Go over that way and then go back up the elevator. Anyway, where is this? Oh, that's where we find one of the comics over there. And this leads me to the other side of the canyon. Alright, now we'll go up this way and we'll go get that comic. I wonder if the devs actually have, like, proper rules set for whatever toss ball is, or if they just made shit up. They probably just made shit up.
Go!
Oh, Nyoka. Oh, good shooting, me.
Oh, that's the last of him.
Felix, why weren't you shooting? What were you doing, Felix? These guys with speed are actually kind of suck. Alright. Now, Frost Sore. We got a recolor. It's been said before, and it needs to be said again. The enemy variety in this game is very minimal. But, small project, not like a full-scale AAA game, so that's what you get. That's just the sort of level this game's on. And that's, you know, I don't like it, but I understand it. Alright, so yeah, I was about up to here. Alright, so let's turn around and continue. Can I get up there? It looks like I might be able to from up above. Maybe. Maybe. So, I wonder what this project is really going to be all about. Yeah, there's a Frost SARS. Because, like, we already know that the project went to shit. But why did it go to shit? Did the testing phase just suck?
Don't mess with us.
Did the testing phase just suck, or was there something about the ingredients that were fucked up? Like, we're gonna find some, like, they were using alien blood or something? I want to speculate.
Just about every corner of Halcyon's infested with them.
No telling what other horrors we're set to find here.
Yeah, that's just how it be. Supposed to be waste disposal. Abandoned mines.
This is like that scene from Terror on Monarch, where Spencer Woolrich gets buried alive.
As much as I love caves, let's make this quick. Manties love them too.
It's friggin' dark in here. And now I'm in a cave. It makes me want to hit F even more. Deep Rock has got me in that mindset where I just want to keep mashing F and toss flares everywhere, but I can't.
Hey, boss! Watch this! Yeah! That's what you get!
We all in one piece?
Have I mentioned that I love my revolver? I love my revolver. Okay, bugs are just like up and over. I don't like these sounds. There's like other sounds amidst the bugs. Our objective is over there. Looks like it's kind of dead-endish looking. We should probably just go get it. Lovely gun. I kind of don't want to put like an elemental mod in it. Then again, there is just a straight up damage mod that doesn't give it like an elemental affinity. Because then it just like turns into an energy weapon, and that just kind of spoils it for me. I think I've said it before, but I prefer ballistics over lasers. Oh shit, am I over encumbered? Shit, I am. Tell me there's a vending machine somewhere in here. Ugh.
I don't know what those researchers were doing in here. I'm glad they stopped.
Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior in Episode 2. Tragically... Oh, only 4 issues. Yeah, I did say that before. On the spine, we have the word friend. After his run-in with the Dancing Queen, proven hero Archibald Excelsior is mending his broken heart in the glitzy city of Fairview when a horde of vicious crystal canids escape from the laboratory of an evil, unemployed scientist. As the canids turn the city to ash with their plasma beam eyes, Excelsior descends into the depths of the lab to put down the leader of the pack, King Alpha. The king connives to sabotage Excelsior's trusty pet, and our hero is forced to fight with the only weapon in reach, the skull of King Alpha's own mother, Empress Crystalline Alpha. Will our mustachioed hero escape the king's jaws and heal his wounded heart? Wait, wasn't the other one I picked up issue 2? That's what my brain is telling me. Then again, my brain is very faulty. We better not trust my brain. What is that material in the walls? I want to say it looks like... is that what gold looks like when it's in an ore vein? I don't know. Whatever this stuff is, there's a lot of it here. It looks like they've already, like, smelted it into cylinders. Virgil. Making progress on the grav plating for the package, though not nearly as fast as you'd like. Given the spin rate of Gorgon, the anomaly I've been observing is only present in the sky 3 out of every 24 hours. Doesn't help that I have to readjust my telescope every couple minutes to keep tabs on the slippery bastard. Come by my workstation outside the manufactory dome when you've got a minute. The data this thing is throwing off is strange as all get out. But a shame to compromise the package with a misplaced 0, right? And by the way, I checked on Eustace. The fumes aren't doing him any favors. We ought to get him out of there as soon as we can. How's your sister coming with the schedule? By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior. Maurice. P.S. You gotta tell Birdie to stop bringing me food. If I have to eat another damn can of saltuna fillets, I'm gonna hurl. There isn't a thingy around here. I gotta toss something. Well, I can break things down for parts. What an excellent idea. Electric Ultra Assault Rifle? Oh no, I switched. Oh right, that's the one I was using. Oh right, I forgot I had this Mark III light assault rifle. I think I bought that, didn't I? Yeah, I bought that. I think this was the hunting rifle I was using, but it's so out of date now, I may as well. I could very well toss it. It would cost a lot to upgrade it into a less outdated form. We got any good weapon replacements for the fellas, the people we got with us? Mark III light machine gun. It's better leveled than a zap cannon. How about like a grenade launcher? We picked up a grenade launcher? Yeah, we did. I don't think it's better though. Heavy machine gun 2, 1,109 DPS. As compared to, which was this one? Light machine gun Mark III, 1,947 DPS. Okay. If I give him anything, I'm giving him the light one. Deadeye Assault Rifle Mark II. Alright, well, let's get you a better main gun. Nyoka, what about you? You also have a light machine gun. Yeah, this was the one she came with. Looks like it's out of date now. We gotta get her something new. Both she and Felix are into the two-handed stuff. I've been keeping them with the type of weapon that they first showed up with, even though that I don't have to. That's just something I've always liked to do. Keep their style, keep what they come with in a way. I guess I could give her the heavy machine gun. It's still better than the thing that she's rocking now. You know what? Change it up. Felix gets the heavy. I think Felix originally came with the grenade launcher, but I haven't found a suitable replacement yet. So keep an eye out for something like that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do for my boy Felix. That's a better-ish axe. Do I have a more updated melee weapon? Could give her a scythe. Or a vortex mace. Or sword. Is it a two-handed weapon? It's a two-handed weapon. Security Blade Ultra. Is that a two-handed weapon? It is. A lot of two-handed weapons. Pity, I feel like I didn't get her that axe all that long ago. Decisions. For the time being, go ahead and take... just take the staff. Though I remember the... what's-his-face? Max came with a staff originally. He would probably appreciate having one again. I think I had to give him something else. Gotta remember to look after their gear more. Well, at least their weapons, the stuff I actually give them. Well, let's poke around here and see if there's anything cool. We won't be able to do a lot of looting.
I get the feeling there's something horrible waiting for you just around the corner.
Everywhere I go, Felix. Everywhere I go. Pulse Hammer Gold. I think I already had one. We got a Mega Ice Queen. Also, this revolver is really wearing out. Okay. You know, we can get rid of a lot of this armor. You know, what does this armor look like? It's got like the faces on it that people have been drawing. I gotcha. How does this look with the lab mask? Kinda. It doesn't really work. You know, I kinda like the half face mask. Kinda. But I like the eye patch more. Squeaky. Wouldn't it be terrifying if you put that on and you could never take it off? Imagine the horror. Now let's just crack down on a bunch more of this armor. Armor's heavy. Especially, oh, look at this one. 15 weight. Enlarged heavy power armor. There we go. Now I got a little bit more breathing room. And something this big, let's break out the rifle. Yoka, why are you going in with a melee? Whoa, look at that guy fly. Look at him go. Point blank annihilation. Oh man. I couldn't keep them alive. They're dead. They just got two-shotted. Then again, the game did recommend that we should be level 30 before we come here. It makes sense that this fight would cause some issues. Oh, look at that. I was just talking about how my sniper rifle was out of date. Hunting rifle hyper. You don't see hyper used a lot to describe as like a descriptor these days. That's like 10, 15 years ago kind of word. Oh, you know what? There's something else I can talk about. Speaking of things from 10, 15 years ago, I kind of rediscovered Crinkles recently. And good old Madness Combat. And was very shocked to learn that there are semi-recent new animations to the Madness Saga. Ooh. Is that a unique heavy weapon? Coolant Distributor. Some engineers have suggested that modifying a weapon for use as an engine maintenance tool is a bad idea. Some engineers lack imagination. I agree. I think this is like a grenade launcher? Oh, it looks like the projectiles the little Mantisaur bastards are shooting at us. Felix, I was just talking about getting you a heavier weapon. How extremely convenient. Felix. There you go, buddy. Got yourself an icy explosion thing. Hope you like it. I kind of like the scope going across the entire length of the barrel, but I also like bolt-action rifles when they don't have a big scope on them. Alright, break down more. I don't have a lot of, like, heavy armor. I've just picked up, like, a lot of weapons. But yeah, rediscovering Madness was quite a fun discovery, and finding out there were things that I had missed over the years, both like semi-recently released episodes. I think the last one was actually 2019. There's like a proper game that's going to be being made. Well, it's actually the second one. I never saw the first Madness Combat like game, or Project Nexus, that's what it's called, which I recently gave a try before I updated my version of Windows, and suddenly nothing Flash related wants to work anymore. Damn it. But yeah, there's going to be a second Project Nexus that may come out this year, and it's like a pretty. It looks pretty neat. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a stream when that comes out. Madness. I don't. Despite spending some of my years as a youngin', on Newgrounds, like, Madness was, like, the one, like, big thing that I knew. I probably couldn't even name the other, like, bigger presences on that site. Mining accident. Oh, that's just, like, a marker. Can I go around the other way? Was there another way around? Yeah, there is. Oxycomp aromatic? I thought that looked like a gun for a second. That's like an injector inhaler thing. Eh.
That's what you get.
I figured the mines were gonna be trouble. Didn't think they'd be crawling with mants. Must have gotten out of HIA a while ago, because they've been busy here. Something about the tunnels here gets under your skin and into the worst parts of your head. Makes you feel not yourself. In case I don't make it out of here. Marauders must have followed me from OCI. Time to make tracks while the mants are busy. I'm shedding some extra weight. It's yours if you find it, whoever you are. You need it more than I do now.
Yeah, good old Steve Bloom. Was that his name, Steve? Well, I remember his last name at least. Very infinitely recognizable. Just one of those infinitely recognizable voices. Alright, once we get out of this mine, first order of business is finding a vending machine. Plasma cutter titanium. Alright, the next level of titanium plasma blade. I don't know why I keep looking at the map like I'm gonna find a different path to go. That's the way I want to go. Which goes this way, which is the way out. Escape! Wait, this isn't the way out. This is just more fight.
That's what I thought.
And while the pistol's worn out, I'll give the assault rifle a bit more love. Anything of note back here? Eh, not really. Oh, hang on a minute. What's tucked away back here?
Benji, you remember that time? That time we... Yeah, fishing. Down on Stellar Bay. You read my mind, Benj. Black sun on the water. Waves glinting like teeth. Swallow us whole. That sky. The rock. It's whispering, Benj. You Yeah, you hear it too. Wants me to crawl. Crawl down deep. Let the beast consume. Benji. Can't hear you. You breathing? Ben? Ben?
That was some good voice acting. I wonder if I've been missing more phonographs. The rock is whispering to him. Was the mining a side operation, or is that related to Adrenatime production? If I head over this way, there's probably a working vending machine either outside of this building or inside of this building. Alright, so we'll explore in there, we'll probably come out here, then we can go down here, pop around, and then go over this way. We can talk to those people who we saw in the canyon. I certainly hope there's a vending machine in here, or I am going to be going into my inventory a lot to clear it out. Ah, here's where we use the eye.
Initiating ocular measurement.
This would be the part where I would, like, put my penis in front of the camera, but that's not gonna work. That's not an option, alas.
Measurement complete. Ocular identification complete. Welcome, Clarence Mostly. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of Creative Incubation.
Neat. Also, pardon me one moment, I'm gonna mute real quick. I need to do a thing, but then I think I dropped something. Oh well, I'll look for it later. Then again, I don't see anything, I didn't hear anything hit the ground, so maybe I just imagined dropping something. Mysterious stranger threatens our way of life. Oh hey, that's me. Probably me. Oh, this place looks fancy. That's a very ominous image. I don't like how they're carrying weapons.
You're telling me Spacer's Choice can build an office this pretty? I can't pay their workers a couple more bits?
Please tell me there's a vending machine around here. I'm not seeing any vending machines. I am annoyed. Terminal access, welcome W. McKay. Messages. From Goodfellow L. Subject, reception, procedure, and protocol. Or is it Mackey? It's not McKay, it's Mackey, isn't it? After some deliberation, I've decided to update your standard procedure and protocol while you operate the front desk. Commit the following to memory. 1. Do greet visitors and workers with a smile. Do mention Spacer's Choice brand products and services in your daily greetings. Do monitor and report extended lavatory breaks. Don't mention our surveillance and security system to arriving visitors. Don't talk about the incident. Don't let any auditors into the upper floor under any circumstances. Failure to adhere to Protocol 6 will result in a demerit on your permanent record. I don't mean to be harsh with you, Mackie. You're part of the family, too. Regards, Lawrence Goodfellow, Management. Door lock controls. Unlock the lavatory. Unlock unlock the showcase.
Ah, the Spacers chosen. Lousiest team that ever did swing a tossball stick.
Keen skills. Spacer's Choice security folks can't hit the broadside of a Mannequin.
Oh, that's what he was talking about over there. I was looking at this.
Keep your aim steady and your trigger finger at the ready. Adrena time brings out the hero in you.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take Adrena time.
For a moment I thought this was just a weapon showcase, but it's like... Oh, they're showcasing the usages of Adrena time. I see what's happening here.
Proudly located in the bloodstream of the entire Spacers chosen tossball team. Adrena time, putting the performance in performance-enhancing drugs.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take Adrena time.
It's like the end of a tossball stick, but missing the rest of the missing the stick.
Don't let sleep rob you of your life. Cut your resting hours in half and double your productivity with Adrena time.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take Adrena time.
Yeah, that was the showcase door. Right. Gourmet Saltuna Filet. Ooh, gourmet. What do we got here? Champion tossball stick and perfect game. It's like a unique weapon. Standard trooper helmet. Okay, these weapons, these are not special. You know what I haven't done? I haven't given these guys new helmets in a while. I've got all these helmets. That'll improve their armor ratings a bit. There you go. I'm not gonna give them new armor. The least I can do is give them new stuff. Okay, where are these? Perfect game. Staring at the weapon long enough, you'd swear you hear the roar of a stadium crowd cheering you on, hungry for more action. Who are you to disappoint your fans? You know, these weapons, they kind of look slightly unique, but a lot of them, they don't really do anything unique. It's just a one-handed weapon. It's only level 25. The stick sitting next to it is a higher level. What's up with that? Okay, he already had a champion tossball stick. I wasn't sure. It's just not as good. I would have given him that, but okay. You know what I could get rid of? God, I had that extra spot over there. Anyway, let's... I can add these to junk. Does that do anything for me? I still have weight. What's the... If I add an item to junk, what exactly does that do? Oh, if I add it to junk, when I go to a store and I click the sell junk button, it will sell it all. I just sort of go... I've just been sort of smashing the button to get through these. Yeah. Okay, now we'll just keep breaking stuff down. We got so much stuff. I really hope there's a fucking vending machine in here. Don't need this many scythes. Don't need this many maces either. I don't need shears. Okay, that gives me another 29 more weight. Or rather, takes it away. Not gaining weight. Generator room. Yeah. And all the executives probably, got to leave. This place is pretty secure. If somebody were able to find the eyeball of somebody who could get in here. Hold on a minute. Make sure we completely cover the bottom floor. I may not pick up every single thing I find, but I still want to cover the ground. Nothing in here but downed auto mechanical. Finally! Vending machine, thank you. Alright, first, sell junk. Oh, look at all of these mods. You know what? Sell all the armor mods. Nobody in my fucking party uses armor. There's no point in me keeping any of these. Sell a bunch of these that we got extras to. Alright, that's most of those gone. And we got a bunch of shit in here. Ones I think I can give to the others. The helmets, at least. And weapons. Oh boy, we've got a lot of weapons. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Some of these, get rid of that one, get rid of that one. Keep that one, keep that one. Is that my sniper rifle or is no? I wouldn't be in here to sell if it was the one I have equipped. Of course not. Champion tossball blocker. That might be tougher than the one he's got actually. We should give that to him instead. Yeah. Okay. I suppose we'll keep that one. Oh, that's his old shock cannon. Get rid of that. That's Nyoka's old thing. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And okay. We're still at 133 weight. I'm carrying I'm still carrying a lot of stuff. What else am I carrying that's so heavy? Yes, still a lot of these weapons, huh? Some of these helmets and... Oh jeez, I don't need that many mag zaps. That's another three. I could talk. Three weights down.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a tree at a time.
Here's my desire to hold on to stuff that I'm probably not going to use. I like how even though this place is fancy, it's still got, like, the pre-sliced bread. They don't have, like, they still don't have better food here. Ah, Broken Chef. He looks exploded. Okay, we can go... Oh, there's another vending machine. Wait, let me out. Ah! An innumerable number of toilets. This is the largest bathroom that we've ever seen in this game. Truly a noteworthy discovery. Can I keep one of those shotguns? I haven't used a shotgun in a long time. Oh no, I think I... Oh no, we got... Did I sell all the shotguns? I swear I had a few on hand. I just remembered them being so crap, the first ones I found, that I just haven't thought about using them since. Next time I get a shotgun, I'm gonna use it. Let's see if perhaps I might have my mind changed. Whoa! How marauders get here?
The best there ever was.
I saw you shooting Myoka in the back there. It's a good thing you people don't do friendly fire to each other. Yeah, the lighting, like all the lights are on, but the lighting in here sucks.
Nice and quick.
I'm not even gonna take that shovel. It's not worth it. Like this. This is a nice little work area. To Goodfellow L. From Mostly C. We have his eyeball. On the latest test results from Human Inquiry with some additional commentary. Mr. Lawrence Goodfellow. Fortuitously, I've had the opportunity to review the latest test results from Human Inquiry. I agree with your and the committee's general assessment that these test results are unacceptable. The latest experimental sample of adrenotime demonstrates a 15 out of 17 possible symptoms in my rubric of dangerous, lethal, or otherwise high-risk side effects. I have sent a full report to your desk, the abstract of which is as follows. Adrenotime in its current state fails to meet this project's standards. By my calculations, adrenotime users trade short-term improvements in productivity for long-term losses in productivity. I'm feeling like that. Suddenly. Specifically, dead workers are unproductive workers. This is true. Whenever a calculation produces an unforeseen result, it is prudent to take a look at one's numbers. Incorrect numbers lead to flawed calculations. If the HIA's calculations are sound, then their numbers, that is to say, the drugs provided by Chem Labs, must be flawed. Esteemed colleague, Clarence Mostly. This Clarence Mostly fellow sounds like a dreadful person to have to work with, just constantly explaining their methods of figuring shit out. That sounds really annoying. Further analysis on the fundamental problem undermining our operations with additional suggestions. I can speak. Mr. Lawrence Goodfellow, I have not yet received your correspondence regarding my previous letter. I can only assume you are still to deploy a parochial colloquialism, chewing over my commentary. I have several additional insights, which I have collated into an itemized list and sent to your secretary. Here is my summary. I believe the root of the problem lies in the chem lab. As I mentioned in my previous letter, incorrect numbers lead to flawed calculations. The problem must therefore be found in Dr. Jasper Lowe and his stewardship of the chem lab. Dr. Lowe is a notoriously lackadaisical and careless manager, and pardon my language, a poor scientist. What language? But to use the word poor? Chem lab must provide HIA with safe, high-quality, carefully refined drug, with which to conduct tests. This slapdash, artless, high-risk formula chem lab has been delivering to HIA can only result in unacceptable test results. I understand that safety and high-quality development are often antithetical to the corporate strategy of Spacer's Choice, but in my life I have found that the perspective of an outsider can be helpful. Awaiting your response. And again, encouraging words on the nature and practice of leadership with additional insights. Mr. Lawrence Goodfellow, your response to my previous 2 letters are conspicuous by their absence. Based on my analysis of your personality type, dietary habits, patterns of speech, and mode of dress, I must conclude with reasonable certainty that your silence stems from trepidation and anxiety. If I might presume to offer you some advice cultivated after years of living in Byzantium, may I suggest that your anxiety stems merely from ignorance? Yeah, this mostly sea fellow just sounds really unpleasant to want to... I can only imagine hearing them speak. Ignorance is the easiest of vices to rectify and requires only learning and heeding the advice of one's betters. The success and failure of any project depends on the readiness of its constituent staff to perform their mandated duties. Scientists perform experiments, researchers research, managers manage. When one of these roles acts outside of its limitations, chaos is introduced into the system. Take heart. You need not fear the burden of management. The secret of good leadership is strong oversight combined with careful, fastidious, numerically driven, and scientifically supported management. The turbulence experienced by this project is emphatically not the fault of the OCI. However, it is the role and duty of the OCI to fix these problems. Ours is the only department capable of righting the ship of innovation in the waters of chaos. With paternal affection, Mr. Clarence Mosley. What an unpleasant-sounding fellow. M. Kumara's desk. From... Oh, hold on a minute. It doesn't have, like, the header in there. From the OCI Cerebral Committee to not to unacceptable results, subject unacceptable results. No, wait, it says it right there. God, I'm blind. My brain does not, I swear, it does not work. From OCI Cerebral Committee to OCI Department of Strategic Branding. Unacceptable results. The OCI Cerebral Committee has hereby decided by unanimous vote that the recent test results from Human Inquiry and Auditing are unacceptable, untenable, and unsatisfactory. This message is an informal expression of our dissatisfaction, which will be formally declared by memorandum in the near future. While the committee recognizes the marketing potential of insomnia and chemical dependency, the remaining side effects described in HIA's latest report are incompatible with OCI's vision of the Adrenatime product. Corporate auditors will expect to see a product that dramatically improves the long-term productivity of Spacer's Choice workers by reducing the need for rest and mitigating the effects of long-term melancholia. That's not a word you see that often. The product delivered to HIA induces psychosis, violent behavior, paranoia, and alarmingly disobedience. The OCI cannot accept a product that transforms long-term users into dissidents. The damage to our corporate image will inevitably benefit our rivals at NT Clio. Unanimously, the Cerebral Committee. From Goodfellow to the Cerebral Committee. Subject, relax. To my colleagues in the Cerebral Committee, I share your concerns, but not your alarm. In times like these, I encourage you to recall a passage from the Spacer's Choice User Manual. The failures of subordinates must never become the failures of leadership. Scum, Chapter 21, Article Exhilarating. The meaning is simplicity itself. HIA has failed to deliver acceptable results because they have failed to perform their professional obligations. My esteemed colleagues, you and I possess a number of law-given qualifications, but we have not been relegated to lab coat work. Let me reiterate. We are not test tube jockeys. We are leaders. HIA's purpose is to deliver test results. Our purpose is to deliver a quarterly report. I'd like you to reach out to Miriam Kumar at Strategic Branding. Have her clean up HIA's report, trim the fat, and tuck in the guts. Make it look presentable for our auditors. Oh no, are they misrepresenting the product? Oh no. To the Cerebral Committee. From Kumara to the Cerebral Committee, CC Goodfellow. Data, presentability, and empirical hygiene. Cerebral Committee. My team and I finished reviewing HIA's latest experimental report. We believe the failure of this report is manifest in its flagrant disregard for company-approved language. To that end, we have drafted a revised report, edited with language consistent with Spacer's Choice Company vision. The HIA's original report mentions clear evidence of dangerous side effects associated with using Adrenatime product. The Adrenatime product, including but not limited to paranoia, violent confusion, chemical dependence, and dissident adjacent behavior. Oh god, this is going to be good. We propose the following connotative revisions. Number 1, dangerous side effects, exciting collateral benefits. I gotta write these down. That's good. I want it. Hold on. Damn it. Normally I just right-click on the desktop to bring up Notepad. No, Notepad. Give me Notepad. I need these written down. Excite. Okay. What's next? Paranoia as dramatically heightened attention. I mean, that's accurate. Violent confusion as physically assertive behavior. Chemical dependence as metabolic compatibility. And dissident adjacent behavior. Any mention of dissident behavior in this report may encourage dissidence. Recommend cutting this phrase entirely out of the respect for our readers. Okay, yeah, they were starting to misrepresent the product rather than acknowledge there were fuck-ups occurring all around. I mean, adrenals are still a thing, so clearly the project was cleaned up at some point, but... So at the end of the day, is this just going to boil down to just corporate mismanagement? I mean, plenty of the time that has been the case, but... Oh boy. There's so few, like, junk items that you don't even think about them. Why is it that they decided to make it so that the music boxes had that little jingle? I like it. But I wondered, did, like, somebody's, like, I came up with this little jingle. Let's make a music box for it that makes a noise when people pick it up. Ugh. Marauders at work here. Just got a leg. Any more computers we can read? There's one. Hold on. Oof, that must be simultaneously both really convenient and really annoying having the refrigerators behind your computer. On the one hand, you just have to turn around and you've got access to the food and drink whenever you want. On the downside, everyone else who wants food and drink will be messing around behind you while you work. That's a trade-off. Who do we got here? C. Mosley's computer. Oh boy. Wait a minute, I thought the other one was C. Mosley's computer. Or am I being recognized as C. Mosley? Turret status, active, hallway status, secure, dissonant, threat minimal. Reverse intruder definitions. Why'd I pick that junk up? That junk ain't that good. I don't think there are any other usable computers in here for me to read.
Something caved their skulls clean in.
Be ready for anything.
Oh no. Do you think we're gonna find the accountant? What was his name? Chad from accounting? No, this was Dave from accounting, wasn't it? There are a couple of different people from accounting. Dave No, Chad from accounting was Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. This one was Steve. It was like Steve from accounting. Or was it Charlie? Fuck, I can't remember. Just wanted to make sure there was nothing else back there. Alright, let's keep moving. And these are all corporate commander types. Oh wait, we can't go in there. I'm gonna say, kick in the door. Oh wait, this door doesn't work. Okay. Quick and easy. Hold up on that. Department of Creative Inebriation. If I ever open up a bar, I'm calling it that. Inebriation procedure and protocol, mandated by OCI Cerebral Committee. Feeling lethargic after a long day of creative incubation? Having trouble shooting down the bird of inspiration? Let Spacer's Choice help you steady your aim. A selection of company-approved libations are available for purchase. All purchases will be deducted from your pay. Medicate your creative paralysis with Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew. Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew, official slogan of TBD. Oh, it's official slogan to be determined, right? We can hack an entry out of here. Visitor logs. Campos Lavinia. Trouble deciding on a font for a new department letterhead. Ordered 10G Brew. Wyatt Lewis wrote 12 good words today, but can't figure out what order they should be in. Ordered 30G Brew. North Deacon. Does he have a brother named South Deacon? Brainstorming ideas for a new flavor of salt tuna. Ordered 10G Brew. Campos Lavinia. Oh, she came back. Still having trouble deciding on a font. Ordered 3 brew. So the bartender was keeping track of what patrons were talking about. Not relevant to nothing now, but... Oh, that's what's making that noise. There's a monitor in the wall. Thought there might have been something under the bench. I wonder how these marauders got in here. They couldn't have come in through the front door because he needed an eyeball, so unless they got a hold of somebody's eye that worked, they found some other weird way to break in. Here. Alright, leveling. One more level and I will be a master of speech. A master. Then again, I'm technically over that so long as... If I just kept Felix in the party all the time, I wouldn't have to fill this up completely. What do we get for that? Chance to cower resets after 10 seconds, allowing a damaged human to cower again. I don't think I've been seeing a lot of cowering. Then again, we've been dealing with our enemies pretty fast. Kind of just tearing right through them. Auditorium terminal access. Security notice. By order of Lawrence Goodfellow, auditorium projector room must be sealed until further notice. Please answer any inquiries by visiting auditors with the following pre-approved message. Mr. Goodfellow is excited to inform you that our projector room is undergoing upgrades in preparations for our grand quarterly report presentation. We thank you for your patience. Please return to the reception desk and request a complimentary bottle of Zero-G Brew. Why wouldn't they be allowed in the presentation room? Or the projector room, rather. Memo archive. On auditing. On auditing, dear sir and or madam. If you are reading this memo, you are the designated concierge of the auditorium. Please commit the following message to your memory when guiding auditors along a tour of our office. What is an auditorium? Spacer's Choice Manual of Definitions describes an auditorium as a place where auditing takes place. Here you will enjoy all the familiar, low-cost, budget-friendly amenities that make Spacer's Choice the leading brand in affordable entertainment. Satisfy your posture in our semi-reclining chairs. Enjoy a moderately cold bottle of Zero-G Brew. Relax as you enjoy this special presentation of the Project Gorgon Quarterly Review, brought to you by the Office of Creative Incubation. Okay. No report this quarter. Everyone, I'm going to be blunt because I want you to understand the gravity of the situation. Someone, or several someone, sabotaged our quarterly reports. They're all gone. Irretrievably damaged. The Cerebral Committee's putting their heads together to come up with a solution. We hope to have one before the auditors arrive. In the meantime, here's what I need you all to do. Do not, under any circumstances, talk about the sabotage to anyone outside our office. 2. We need to soften the language. Studies show that repeated use of the word sabotage can incite sabotage in people who lack moral fiber. I'm not taking any chances. I need you all to come up with an alternative way of describing the sabotage. Something like the incident. We heard that term earlier. But not so obvious. I guess they couldn't come up with something less obvious. There was a response. We've received all your suggestions. After much deliberation, the Cerebral Committee has unanimously voted to refer to the sabotage incident as the incident. Okay, so that's why they didn't come up with something better. Interesting. So hang on, they were going to focus on doctoring their quarterly report, I think was what was happening. But then the quarterly report was sabotaged. Is that what I'm getting out of this? Maybe they sabotaged it themselves? I don't think I'm big-brained enough to get it, but I think clearly sabotage was involved here. In addition to incompetence. I like how this guy was up here the whole time and he ignored his friends getting slaughtered. He did not give a shit. Maybe just thought the boys were being rowdy. And he was like having a nap. It's like, oh, they're shooting and sounding like they're dying again. I guess I'll wake up. And then he woke up and didn't bother to check. Hang on a second. Where is this portable phonograph? It's 12 meters below me. Did I miss a marker when I was on the lower floor? Hold up a second. Ah! Oh my god, I did, didn't I? Did I? Did I? Ah. No, actually? Okay, it's higher. Wait a minute, where is this thing? We somehow passed it? Is it in that maintenance closet we couldn't open? Did I sort of breeze over that? Nah, no, it's not down here. I wasted our time. We gotta go back up again. Wrong way. Go through the... Okay, come over here. Go through the hole. Okay, it might be in there? Hold on a minute. Where exactly was this one? In the OCI projector room. Hidden in a cubby on the 3rd floor projector room and in the back of the auditorium. So it was in that room, but it looked like it was through the floor below a staircase. Okay, hold on. Am I misconstruing the projector room and the auditorium as the same room? That may be what's happening. Oh, I found a shotgun. It's kind of behind my level, though. I said I was going to equip a shotgun when I found it, but I wanted something closer to where I'm at. Yeah, and I could tinker it, but that's expensive, and I'd rather save it for a weapon that I'm definitely going to keep.
Hey, can you imagine watching Terror on Monarch in this place?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there were 2 markers. I thought... Wait, so what is that marker? It's like on the It's like somewhere between the 2nd floor and this floor. Is that like an exit point to get to the other ones?
About your test subjects, I assume you're trying new formulations on humans, correct? Where do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do.
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminally indigent. Well, that's a social good, don't you agree?
I have a staff meeting to attend. Excuse me.
Okay, so she sounded uncomfortable talking about testing on human subjects. Curious reluctance. Although it gives me other speculations on what happened here. I see. Okay, I see what we're getting to down here. Maybe? If this door opens. No, it doesn't. Never mind. I know we could repair the revolver. In fact, we can... Actually, no, we can't upgrade it. We can't upgrade it, tinker it past our level. Oh, but we can repair it. Actually, we could modify. Yeah, okay, hold on. Some modification is in order. Speedy mate, barrel, rate of fire. I'd rather have straight up damage. Fun times barrel? That does look fun. Critical damage. Yeah, I'll go for that. Critical damage. Oh, Magnum, this was the one I think. Oh, that just increases the magazine size. Wasn't there one that increased damage? You just changed the damage types. I kind of don't want to do that. I guess we could cram more bullets in there. After installation, mod can't be removed unless you're virtuoso. Yeah. I don't want to put a big scope on it like that, but... Does that actually visibly change the iron sights? This looks like this is just an iron sight one. Actually doesn't change anything. Well, it takes the spread down from 0.48 to 0.12. Well, that's... Alright, my precious revolver is upgraded. I am a very happy fellow. Ah, yeah. Interesting that this little maintenance thing is all the way back here. Oh yeah, there's the door. Where's the key? I didn't find a key outside. Is there not a key in here? don't think we've ever found a key in a container. They're always sitting out. Unless the key was hiding out there somewhere and I missed it. It's not in here. Alright. Alright, so we reprogrammed the turrets, so they shouldn't shoot at us. Never seen this sort of turret before. Rotational ordnance turret drone. Okay, yeah. We did redefine the turret parameters. Sawed-off shotgun Mark II. Is this a good shotgun? No, this is like a super weak level 18 shotgun? What the fuck? Why is that here? In an area that you're supposed to be level 30 to enter, why are there level 18 weapons? Fuck's that shit.
One down. Everyone all right?
Okay, that other marker went further up. Yeah, it's going to the nearest door. But was there a door under the floor? Like, where was it aimed at before it moved? I'm guessing there's like some sort of dev-like door or something underneath the floor there. Only thing I can think of. We got a little snack room here. Stun baton hyper. Got 2 sets of armor on him.
Right. Let's get messing with us.
Well-lit sinks. I've spent more time in here than I thought I would. I didn't think this building would... I'd be in here this long. Then again, I am rather meticulously going over things, and I did run back to the entrance at one point because I thought I missed something that turns out I didn't miss. Because I was getting confusing signals. Alright, well, let's just head up. Wait. That's just a dead end. This is just all blocked up. Alright. Oh, is this just a way out?
That's one down.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the sealed upper door. I can't open it from in here, though. Hmm. This is the head honcho's office. H. Harrell, secretary to Mr. Goodfellow. Memo 0312. Irby, take a memo. Actually, hang on, let me get a cigarette. Alright, take a memo. I want to personally walk down to HIA and wrap my hands around the necks of every single law-forsaken excuse for a researcher whose indenturement contracts were stupid enough to sign. Who signed these anyway? Were they drunk at the time? Why are we hiring researchers who can't deliver the test results we want? Am I crazy? Is this an unreasonable expectation? Is supply and demand a foreign concept to these people? When I request a 0G brew, I expect a moderately cold glass of something reasonably alcoholic in my hands, slapped with a Spacer's Choice brand. When I request test results, I expect to see scientifically proven, medically verified evidence that adrenatime is a miracle drug. I didn't ask for a long list of dangerous side effects, I asked for adjectives. I can't turn high rate of violent confusion into marketing copy, Herbie. What in law's name am I supposed to do with side effects include paranoia and suicide? HIA just screwed us with our pants on. The Cerebral Committee's losing their collective mind. Now I need to go pat them all on the shoulder and wipe away their sad little tears and tell them that everything's going to be alright. Why are you still typing? Don't put that down. I was just rambling. Okay, memo 0313. Herbie, take a memo. I'm getting real sick of Clarence Mosley. Remind me again why we brought him on this project. He's not part of the Spacer's Choice family. He's never been part of the Spacer's Choice family. The Mosleys, what do they do again? Oh yeah, they peddle furniture. I'm a manager at Halcyon's most recognizable brand name in affordable goods and services. I don't need management advice from some guy whose family designed my footstools. Actuaries should stick to actuarial work. Don't go advising me to turn the screw on Jasper Law and those lab coats at Chem. I know what I'm doing. Hang on, I need a cigarette. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, take a memo. We need to turn the screw on Jasper Lowe and those lab coats at Chem. I want you to draft up an official order. Tell Chem, hang on, let me think. Yeah, tell Chem they need to fire 1 in 10 researchers, and that we're slashing their deadlines in half. It's a Roman solution. We could learn a lot from them, the Romans. They pretty much invented discipline. That works. I guess that might have worked in an army, but not in research. Oh boy, this place was just turning into a clown show. Let's hack ourselves up another memo. Memo 0314. Inaudible, this probably is fucked. Let's just say it's fucked. For fuck's sake, all our quarterly reports, all of them, gone. Hard copies, terminal data, it's all gone. What kind of sick, degenerate mind destroys quarterly reports? We've got a surprise audit scheduled. What am I supposed to show the auditors? I need to send a message down to the receptionist. No auditors allowed, and I need to talk to the committee immediately. Why are you typing, Herbie? I didn't ask you to take a fucking memo. Delete this. Hey, are you listening? Okay. My passing thought that the quarterly memos being destroyed was self-sabotage? Clearly it wasn't. Goodfellow seems to have been the guy in charge around here. I mean, if I was right, then it came from higher above him.
That's how it's done, Captain.
Place has been abandoned a while. Those plants are overflowing. Not to be confused with the pants are overflowing. That's a completely different ordeal. Okay, that's like a radio. I came in here for something specific, wasn't I? Find the admin terminal in the Office of Creative Incubation. That's not in here. This isn't the Office of Creative Incubation. Wait, OCI. This is OCI. Let me mark that. Am I close to it? I gotta be close to it.
You could fit whole families in here.
Oh, it's right over there. Okay, found it. Champion toss ball stick. Are these pictures of the devs? I bet they're pictures of the devs. Put on their toss ball cards. Blurry. Bunch of bits. Some weapons need to spin up before they are able to fire at their maximum rate. These weapons spin up while aiming or firing. A banded fedora. It's a pity hats mess with my hairstyle. Clacker, I can't move it. Damn it. It's more like a sculpture. The balls don't even move. The balls are inert. Alright, let's check this weapon. Blurry. Speedy mate barrel, rate of fire, magnum, magazine size. It's special-ish. Question is it worth giving coolant distributors to better for Felix? Nyoka, is this better for Nyoka? No. Only 404 DPS? Hang on a second. Let me test this thing myself. I wonder if it doesn't read if it reads the DPS so low because it's only reading its starting fire rate. I think that could be it. Oh, whatever. Alright, let's get in here. Alright. Admin functions. Unlock synthesis and manufacturing center. That's what we came here for. Error. Procedure interrupted by X35 blah blah blah. Synthesis and manufacturing center placed under emergency lockdown. Override. Wait, center's status? Synthesis and manufacturing center is currently locked. Alert, executive lockdown must be overridden at Chem Lab. Human inquiry and auditing at both? Or at one or the other? Override. Overriding authorized emergency lockdown requires authorization from senior staff at Chem Lab and human... I'm guessing it's both. Staff directory protocol activated. Please visit Transmission Tower Alpha. Oh yeah, we passed Transmission Tower Alpha. We were there. Messages. Incoming messages. From Ambrose. Ah, Ambrose, yes. The lady. Seize all recordings. From Ambrose to Gorgon managers, seize all recordings, high priority. Bring them to me immediately, and for fuck's sake, don't let the journalists off the fucking asteroid. Okay. From Ambrose, subject, okay, this was a production schedule. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp? I know a serum that will make you feel as if you lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. How would you like to spend the night in waste processing? Cheers. Wait, too good fellow. Okay, she was lighting a fire on Goodfellow then. Subject, too good fellow, toxic-free rebranding. Change the fucking name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. You may choose from the list of acceptable alternatives. Absorbitol, Kelotamix, Bindatron, and medicine. Cheers. Nah, man, there's deleted messages, but I need hacking 90. Damn. Outgoing messages. To Ambrose, reproduction schedule. From Goodfellow. If you're receiving this message, I'm currently unavailable. In my absence, I have instructed my secretary, Herbert Harrell, to reply to any incoming messages with this pre-approved response. Vicariously, Lawrence. Dr. Ambrose. Great timing. I was just sending Herbie over to your department with a preliminary production schedule. As with so much of the work we do at the OCI, the design of a production schedule is more of an art than a science. The timetables and milestones are less contractual obligation and more aspirational cartography. Respectfully, Lawrence. Alright, he was like stalling whatever he was supposed to be doing. Do Gorgon managers from Goodfellow to Gorgon managers. Radio documentary participation. Approved. Oh, wait, no. This was a different message. Okay, let's see what Mostly C said here to Goodfellow. Mr. Lawrence Goodfellow. Many of you may be familiar with Odeon Pictures, Byzantium's premier purveyor of aetherwave drama and drama-adjacent entertainment. Several of my personal associates at Odeon Pictures have launched a satellite studio called Pictureless Pictures, which emphasizes radio programs and serials intended to excite the senses and palpitate the glands. I have palpitate the glands. There's a phrase. I have received a request to approve a radio documentary program examining the lives and contributions of Spacer's Choice scientists operating on Gorgon. The name of this documentary is Moments with Genius. I do not approve of the superfluous exclamation point, but I approve of the general idea. Please inform the other managers. Lawfully, Clarence Mosley. From Goodfellow to managers, approved. Next time allow me to make this kind of announcement myself, Mr. Mosley. Hierarchy exists for a reason. Okay. Archived messages. From Ambrose, subject radio documentary presentation. To Goodfellow. Lawrence, this is a waste of my time. The last thing my team needs is a fleet of gadflies descending on the labs and asking stupid questions. We're months behind as it is. However, because Lucien demanded it, I will consider the program's request if the following conditions are met. Lucien grants me the right to review and approve the recordings. The journalists are confined to Gorgon for the duration of the project. It could be years. Make sure they understand that. If they leak the details of our work to the press, I will put a hit out on them myself. I know people, Lawrence. The journalists bunk in shipping and receiving. That's a sentence. We can't have them fraternizing with the project staff outside of their scheduled interviews. These people are our enemies, not our friends. No one will be coming down with an acute case of friendship on my watch. My team will not be held responsible for the inevitable delays this tomfoolery will cause. The only individual who will be working overtime on this is you. Understood? Okay.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about.
Uh-oh.
You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
That person's got a bowler hat. If you're about to issue me a dire warning, you can eat it.
I understand that you think yourself a big hero here on a big, important job. The last one did too. But you've grossly misapprehended the situation here. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
I really like how that image is coming through. That's your best argument? That's the best argument you got? Don't?
Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't understand. They made marauders here? How?
Use your brain, Felix.
Marauders were created? Those bastards!
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe.
The Marauders?
Let the Marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
That would explain why they all look very similar, and why they're on every planet. Looks like there's more to this job than I thought.
Damn right. Someone set a plague on our colony.
Spacer's Choice made the Marauders? All of them? Somehow that sounds even more insane out loud.
Whatever secrets are buried here, we'll root them out. I do love a good bit of secrets digging up. Placing bets now that that was Ambrose. Is that a suit? Have I finally found a suit to go with the top hats I've been finding? yappers. Fuck. Dialogue skill +5. Well, it's not going to be very useful to me with my persuade already up, and it's not even a high-level outfit. What the why is there low-level stuff here? I don't have the ability to view hats. Wait, no, I do have them turned on. How does that look with the? How does it look with the top hat? Stellar. The fucking. There shouldn't be games made today that fuck with your hair if you put a hat on. We are at the point where we should have developed technology that is capable of dealing with this. Ugh. Alright, where's my eye patch? How do I look with the goggles? Yeah, that's swell. About to say, why is there a hand in here? It's just like to hold rings. Wait, there's comm tower terminal here? I thought we were going to the Alpha transmission tower. That's not here. But yeah, that revelation does make a lot of sense. The fucking adrenals, all of the effects, like the negative side effects, apply to the Marauders. The ones here are wearing similar outfits to the people elsewhere. So they were fucking up. They were trying to cover up all the negative effects. Wait a minute, so it's not like the product was ever corrected. That would mean the product that's on the market right now is the product that we are reading about. Like, they didn't just pack up here and sort it out later. That's why there's always Marauders. People are taking Adrenatime all over the colony. It doesn't matter how many Marauders you kill. More people are gonna go out into the wilds and start just going mad. What an explanation. That's something. Minutes of a meeting. The meeting began with a traditional recitation of a passage from the Spacer's Choice User Manual, followed by regulation roll call. Every member of the Cerebral Committee was present. A motion to implement the revised guidelines on linguistic cleanliness and company-approved language was brought to the table. The motion passed unanimously. A motion to award Mariam Kumara and Lawrence Goodfellow with commendations on their permanent record was brought to the table. The motion was passed unanimously. A motion to file a demerit on the permanent records of Dr. Jasper Law and Marion Blakesley was brought to the table. The motion passed unanimously. A motion to redact any record of derelict employees, missing employees, employee desertion, or incidents of workplace violence from official company documents was brought to the table. The motion passed unanimously. A motion to dismiss the meeting early was brought to the table by Lawrence Goodfellow in the spirit of conviviality and good humor. The motion was likewise passed unanimously. The Cerebral Committee adjourned for 0G and cigarettes. Well, wait, you can take as much Adrenatime as you want. Your character doesn't eventually go crazy. It's always temporary side effects, so maybe things were kind of brought down? Or that's just an example of gameplay and story segregation at work? Oh, we come back around. MSI joins force.
Old comms tower, huh? It's like I'm back at Hiram's place, running errands.
Didn't we see a big communication tower on the way over here?
Yeah, we were there.
Birthplace of Marauders. We ought to have left well enough alone. Now we're in it. Come hell or high water, we've got to see this through.
Damn right. There's got to be more to it than that. I mean, if there isn't more to it than that, then then we pretty much learned all that we needed to learn. I was gonna explore around here first, but let's go to the tower. Probably gonna end the stream soon. It's been another quiet one. But you know what? At least I had things to talk about today. Some things. And maybe somebody will hear my opinions on those things and think, huh, that's something I want to check out. That'd be neat. You know, if they really wanted to keep this place under wraps, wouldn't it have been smart of them to remove the field? Like, I imagine the only reason this area is habitable is because it's... like, there's some kind of oxygen production or semi-terraforming process that keeps this area livable. If they shut that off, nobody would... it would severely restrict accessibility. And then they wouldn't have to worry about people digging up shit that Spacer's Choice doesn't want them to dig up. Then again, Spacer's Choice doesn't make intelligent decisions. Damn right I'm the boss. That's why I'm the boss. Alright, tower's just right over here. Why do I need to go to the comms tower again? Access the staff directory at the transmission tower to find someone who can help you. Who am I gonna find to help? A body? Alright. Directory, locate facility staff. One result found. Mostly... oh god, mostly Clarence. That one. We have his eye. Huh. Location... like, the location's in Byzantium. Musgrave Collection. Oh, so I have to go. Huh. Normally you would think a big expansion like this would be sort of confined to its area, but no, I have to go to Byzantium to meet a person to further my investigation? I was not anticipating this. Well, I will tell you what. I guess we'll go do that, but not before exploring more. I intended to explore around this outer area, and I plan to do that. So, I don't want to, like, I haven't been to Byzantium yet, so if I go there, I'm going to get involved in local issues and my heist and all that, so here's what I'm thinking. Next stream, I'm going to continue my exploration here of Gorgon, and, you know, do whatever other quests that I have here that I can do. And then, once I have explored and done as much as I can, without, you know, before talking to Clarence, then we go back, then we go to Byzantium, we do our work in Byzantium, and then we come back to finish up, or rather to continue. I mean, I thought I was going to be here until, like, I completed the whole story, but not in the cards. I could just come straight back after I meet the person, but like I said, I've got a plan and I'm gonna stick with it.
Right, here we go. One down.
I don't think they like that I'm up here. They want to get to me, but maybe they can't get to me on that rock.
Don't mess
We're
with
just standing
the
around. Alright, well, that's on them. Probably filling up again. Yeah, pretty damn fast. There was an elevator right up here. That's what the marker said. Yep, here's the elevator. Well, alright then. I didn't quite put the connection together, but having it spelled out just makes a lot of sense. Adrenatime makes Marauders. That is a revelation. Usually in video games where you just have people like psychotic, like super murderers roaming the countryside doing crazy stuff, it's just, you know, they went crazy, whatever. I was not really fully expecting that. I suppose a more clever person would have, you know, put the dots together earlier, but then again, I was trying to think of other things at the time while I was, you know, enjoying the game. Huh? I guess that's that, huh? We'll learn more. I don't know how many streams it'll be before we come back here, but, you know. Until then, I guess next time we explore a bit and then we poke our heads into Byzantium and get the ball moving over there. I hope that you perhaps enjoyed this stream, if you are someone who's gotten this far and has watched the whole thing. Yep, I'm not gonna ramble. Have a good one. See you around.